There it is. Couldn't find that. Okay, dude. So I just wanted to say, yeah, we met on Omegle, bro. We were talking about this.
Is that better? Hey, real quick, is that better?
100% better. Absolutely, it's
All right, cool, cool.
100%
Can you
better.
still hear me though? Good.
Yes, perfectly
All right,
fine.
but
But yeah, dude, we met on Omegle, and it's funny that you say that you've never talked to anybody out like after Omegle, bro. I've met up with I met up with two girls that I've met from Omegle, and they've come to my house. I've met two girls from Omegle, bro. I've met two girls from Omegle, bro.
I
That
believe you.
that's the down badism that I used to be on, bro. Inviting from different states to my house. That's
Hey, but
fucked
at
up.
least you can see that it wasn't worth it though. You know,
Oh
at
hell
least you
no,
can
bro.
kind of see like it was not worth it.
Dude,
Just wasting your time.
it was a complete waste, bro. In the sense of this, bro. One of them was okay. The other one, dude, she came when she came down. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm not gonna say your name because I'm not gonna out her too much, bro. Because I don't know how big I'm gonna get. But
Bro,
bro,
just say her first name, bro. It doesn't matter. Just say her first name, bro. It doesn't matter.
her name was bro. This
Oh no, there's not
bro,
been too many in the world, man. We're gonna know exactly who this is.
bro, this bitch, bro. She's a wonderful person or whatnot. I'll give her that, bro.
Yeah.
But bro, let's just say the stench that came from her, bro, was
Oh,
absolute.
wait, wait, wait. And
It's
what type
ridiculous,
of
bro.
stench? Like we talking about from her mouth or like just her body odor?
Just everything, bro. Everything about her, and specifically the triangle that she has in between her legs, bro. That shit. I'm gonna tell
Bro,
you right now, that was not an acute angle, bro. That shit was ugly. That was obtuse, bro.
yeah,
That was
yo,
disgusting.
yo.
That was absolutely unacceptable. But anyways, enough about that bullshit. Let's get down to this, yo. Chat, bro. I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for this topic. Honestly, oh shit, my stream froze. What the hell? Can you hear me? Yo, my computer's on some dumb shit. I have no idea if I'm even on right now.
All right, yeah. Let's move on from the whale. Let's move on.
Oh,
Yo, in it.
yeah,
Everything
yeah.
good?
Yeah,
What
bro,
just happened?
I think I'm whatever. I'm a bit laggy, but I think I'm recording in it, so it should be fine.
Okay, okay.
Everything's working
All
fine.
right,
Okay, cool. So, with that being said, let's get down to business, bro. I wanted to start
let's
off.
get to it.
I wanted to start off talking about this, dude. Um, before we get into the LGBT, I wanted to talk about something that was kind of like the first LGBT before the LGBT.
You want to talk about the history of it?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna basically
Yeah,
like I mean,
yeah. That's a good start. That's a good start. Go ahead, man.
so there was something called the Order of. I don't know how to say this, bro.
I don't know either. When we were looking it up, I didn't know how to say it. You just put it. Can people see? Can they put it on screen?
Yeah, yeah. The
Okay,
Order
good, good.
of Caronia. I'm just. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Sound it out. Sound it out.
All right, hold up. Yeah. Hmm. Caronia. That's fucking
I think that's
horrible.
as good as it's gonna get, man.
All right, so the Order of Caronia. I'm just basically gonna read this sentence word for word. So, um, this was a secret society for the cultivation. What the fuck? For the cultivation. What the fuck was
What's
that?
wrong?
Okay, anyways, this was a secret society for the cultivation of a homosexual moral, ethical, and cultural and spiritual ethos. So essentially, this was one guy, bro. His name was George Cecil, and this guy was pretty much trying to normalize like homosexuality back in the
Hey, it's
day.
British guy, right?
Yeah, he was British.
Okay.
He was trying to normalize this shit. He was a writer as well. Um, he introduced, he pretty much had this secret society because I know back in the day, bro, they would have like back in the day, bro, being gay, like I completely understand that, like, bro, you had to do that shit in secret, man.
Yeah, you gotta
You
hide it, bro.
yeah.
It's like you gotta hide it.
Like that shit is no joke, bro. These motherfuckers
Hey,
will
real
kill you,
quick, what do you
castrate.
think was worse, being black back then or being gay? What do you think was worse?
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. Never thought about that one, huh?
Damn, that's a good question, bro. Let me think. Fucking hell. I would say probably being fucking. Dude, either listen, either fucking answer. I'm gonna get clipped.
Bro, who
Yeah.
cares? Who cares? Just speak your mind. I'll be honest. As probably being gay as a black person, probably being gay was worse. Because I mean, yeah, you were black, but like, yeah, you know what I mean.
No,
There
yeah.
was a whole bunch of laws in place. Because remember, we looked into this. Remember, there's a whole bunch of laws in place for if you were gay, for them ways for them to like kind of put you down.
I mean, that's true. That's true. And not only that, but I was thinking of this as well, bro. Even
Mhm.
black people hated gays too back then, bro.
Yeah,
It doesn't like there's no escaping the hate. There was literally no escaping the hate if you were black, bro.
even minority was hating on you.
Yeah. But pretty much I wanted to get into like just kind of introducing this. Like I'm not going to go into further detail about this, but like ultimately this was a secret society that was started in it was started in the I think in Germany or somewhere in Europe, right? Somewhere exactly in
Yeah,
Europe.
somewhere over there. Yeah.
And we're not like the entire premise of this podcast, like this podcast today, this episode is not speaking about the LGBT as a whole of in that within the out within the world. We're just gonna keep it inside of the USA. But I just wanted to mention this because it was like the first time in recorded
Yeah, you
history
wanted
of
to give
someone.
history to everybody.
Yeah, recorded history of someone creating an organization to normalize like homosexuals as a whole. Yeah. Alrighty, cool. Also, I know another cool fact, I guess, is in the 1860s, the German lawyer Karl Heinrich, he made it been the first modern European to publicly declare his homosexuality. I thought that was kind of cool as well. I don't know, so I just threw that shit in there. It's pretty interesting. But all right. So as you guys know, as you guys fucking know, I wanted to say this too. We are in the month of June. We are in the month of June. So what that exactly means is this. This month is 2 months. And I was talking on my previous stream, but this month is there's two events. Well, there's multiple events happening, but there's two big ass events. First is Pride Month. I'm sure all of you guys have heard of that, right? It is Pride Month, at least in the United States. The second thing that it also is, it is also men's mental health awareness.
Yep. Most people don't even know that.
No, most people definitely do not know that, and it's a fucking shame, bro. It's a shame.
Most people that come into this stream don't even know that there's a month for that,
bro. And it's like this, bro. It's like this. It's the problem is the media, bro. Being gay is more important than being than trying to solve an issue, a mass issue that is the entire world is facing and has been facing for the entirety of civilization, of being a fucking man. Sure, being gay, don't get me wrong, that's another issue that goes way back as well. But the thing is even if you're gay, you are even if you're gay, you're a man still. Right? Obviously there's lesbians and whatnot, but you're still a man and you're still suffering from the fucking mental from the depression, the anxiety and all that shit that you are facing as a man. But you're also building on top of that as well as or you're building on top of that by being gay as well.
That one woman that switched her team, bro, then logged herself right out. Was like, oh, this is too hard.
Yeah,
what
Nora.
Was her name again?
Yeah, her name's fucking Nora Vincent, bro.
Exactly.
Nora Vincent, bro. Check her out, guys. Check her out, bro.
Yeah, I think we have a link to her too, right? You should put that up there for them so they can check it out themselves to see exactly what we're talking about. So I'll look for it for you. I got you.
All right, cool. Let me know when you send it and whatnot. But
yeah.
Ultimately, to get back to what we were talking about, it is Pride Month, guys. It's also Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And you know what the beautiful thing about Pride Month is? So, number one, Pride Month was created by Bill Clinton in June of 1999. And guess what, dude? This month is the perfect month in which companies try to speedrun losing the most fucking money, bro. This is this month, dog. Honestly, I'm sure that joke was a bit too fratty and out of touch. By the way, shout out Bud Light, bro. Shout out Bud Light with that stupidity,
hey, yo,
bro.
Shout out $37 million lost. No, my bad. Billion. My fault. Billion.
And guess what? And guess what, bro? Not only that, but listen to this. These motherfuckers are no longer the top selling beer in America at all anymore. They've lost that title. Pieces of fucking shit, bro. Too fratty and what was it? Hold on. Too fratty and out of touch, bro. I ultimately that's
you know my whole thing about that with that. I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's kind of like, why in the world would you do that? Look at who was drinking it. They were trying to bring in new customers, right? But at the same time, why would you insult the demographic that you already have? Why would you do that? That makes no sense. And then the narrative is now, if you don't drink it anymore, you're a terrorist. It's like, hold on a minute, but we just got insulted. Just like if the gay community got insulted, they'd stop going somewhere. Why is it not terrorism when they do it? You know why? You know why? It's because when the right does it or people who don't stand for that do it, guess what? It works. That it actually loses money. The company's hurt. But when let me just say when the left does it, it doesn't work because they have no ground to stand on. Not too many people are a part of it. They say the right is a minority, but they're the majority. Because why? When the right does a boycott, it hurts the company. They bleed. Look at Call of Duty right now. They can't post anything. And for what I've heard, they're not losing a lot of money because they just had a new season. But what's the long-term effects of what they're doing? Just all these companies doing this right now, the long-term effects are going to last forever. No one lives anything off. To this day, Cracker Barrel isn't living off that whole Brad wife thing and the whole racist pictures. People still talk about it. And it's been, what, 10 years? Come on, like, they're never going to live any of this down because no one is sitting there and talking bad about that community. People are just saying, hey, keep that out of this, keep that out of that. Go over there and make it for them. Do that for them. Don't change what's pre-existing.
I didn't even know about the fucking Cracker Barrel thing. I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm just bringing up for references like things like, look, the internet lives forever. As these companies are starting to see and understand, like Starbucks banned gay stuff. They got rid of it all. They were like, oh, we want no parts. We want no parts. Because you got to think about it. Look at your demographic. Look who's buying your stuff. Look who's keeping you
Afloat, bro.
in business. Keep you in the float. Don't insult your customer. Don't try to say, oh, bring new people, but then go back on it. That's the one thing. Like, honestly, Bud Light would have been totally fine if they would just stuck to it and just that would have been their whole thing. But you know what they did right afterwards? They start retracting everything. They say, oh, no, we weren't doing that. Then they try to put out some little ad about America and soldiers and the pride of being an American. Nah, buddy, you already did the damage.
Yeah, that's right.
You just stuck with your narrative, and you would, because now the left is against you. They literally took a shotgun, shot themselves in the foot, and then was like, oh, okay, oh, no. Then took another gun and shot themselves in the arm. And now they're wounded, and they're never going to recover from this. I'm pretty sure Bud Light will be out of business very soon.
Yeah,
no one's buying it. Still to this day, no one is buying it.
Look at this shit. Look at this. This is the advertisement, right? This is the advertisement. And look, I personally don't think there's anything wrong with this advertisement, but here's the fucking wrong in this advertisement. Your demographic is not this. It is not this. This demographic does not want to look at a man dressing up as a fucking woman. That's not what these people stand for at all. So this is watch. I'm gonna shut up.
Right? I got some Bud Lights for us. So I kept hearing about this thing called March Madness, and I thought we were all just having a hectic month, but it turns out it has something to do with sports. And I'm not sure exactly which sport, but either way, it's a cause to celebrate. This month, I celebrated my day 365 of womanhood, and Bud Light sent me possibly the best gift ever, a can with my face on it. Check out my Instagram story to see how you can enjoy March Madness with Bud Light and maybe win some money too. Love ya! Cheers! Go team! Whatever team you love.
I'm sorry,
I
I'm laughing.
Okay. Love ya. Okay, break a leg.
Bro, come on, man. Come
Yo,
on. What is that?
What's March Madness? Why don't you do a little bit of research before you who thought this PR thing was okay? Like, you know the funny thing about it is when Bud Light was like, "Oh, we didn't know this was going on." That is a complete lie. Everybody in the executive room, even the top boys, even the person who owns a company, sees everything that is going on, and they greenlit it. So don't sit there and lie and blame it on one person. Like, look, and even your scapegoat you blame it on is to blame too. But you, as a big company, you signed off on this to be, oh yeah, this is a great thing to do. Like, no, you can't put it all on one person. You messed up too. Don't try to just blame it on one person when you greenlit everything.
Yeah.
You're the owner of the company, and you're telling me you didn't know what was going on? Come on, that sounds like bullshit.
It is, bro. It's exactly that, dude. It's literally just scapegoat to the maximum degree, bro. It's scapegoating to the first degree, bro. Premeditated.
She's still getting paid. She's still getting paid, man.
Premeditated scapegoating, bro. This is what this is. It was literally planned out. It was planned out, bro. But that's Bud Light. So these motherfuckers have lost over $27 billion over Dylan Mulvaney, and not only that, but they've lost the title of the top one American beer. They're not the top.
I think they're what, 4 or 5 now. Yeah, hold on. I'll
let me see.
Look into it. I'll go get this too. They're like fourth or fifth now.
So my fucking Modelo, a special Mexican, took over Bud Light. Modelo took over Bud Light, ending in June 3rd, bro.
Another beer that tastes like piss.
I don't, dude. Shit, listen. All beer to me is fucking piss, bro. But
there is some good beer out there. I'll say this, but it ain't the ones at the top.
But yo, they were down. Retail sales were down 24%, bro. That's massive, man. 24% of how like $1 billion, bro. That's huge, man. That's a fucking huge number. Shit, think about it like this: if COVID was killing what, like 8, 10, 9, something like that. What, 15 something percent of people that were like getting it in the beginning, and that was millions
that
of people.
Or was that just the United States?
I think it was shit. That part I don't know. That part I think it might have been the United States.
We shouldn't talk about that then. We don't want to put false stuff out there.
That's true. True. But I also wanted to say, listen, this is one company that was doing this to themselves. This is the consequence of companies trying to introduce the LGBTQ bullshit into their advertising. This is what happens. Right? Another example is Target. And I know that I know that they didn't do this per se inside of Pride Month. They did it like a few months ago. Like Bud Light did this, I think in like April or May, something like that. It's before Pride Month. But regardless, still the consequences will still be the same. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's companies now, for example, Xbox. You were saying Call of Duty, right?
Yep, Call of Duty. But hey, hold on. Go back to Target for a second, because the problem is this with Target. It's what they were doing for Pride Month. It's not about them doing Pride Month. It's what they were doing. You gotta hit this on a nail right here. They were doing stuff for children, 10 and younger. Like you can't touch children in any of this stuff. That is the problem.
Yeah.
Also, too, I found the Nora Vincent thing. I've been looking for it this whole time. Here, check this out, man. This is you can put this up there so people can check it out. It's her whole documentary. I think it's like an hour long, but she literally offed herself after learning what it was to be a man and living as a man. She even said on multiple occasions, women have no idea what it's like being a man. They face so many different problems that they have to suffer with silently.
Yo, can you hear me? Holy shit. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine, huh?
Okay, cool. I thought I disconnected.
Oh, you're good.
But yeah, I'm gonna play this video, dude. So you can see what the fuck is going on. Like, so chat, you guys can see what's going on and whatnot. I got another fucking ad. That's annoying. But ultimately speaking, dude, like, yeah, Target aiming. It's. Well, I don't even want to say. I don't want to even get ahead of myself yet. I don't even want to say. Like, I want to start off on the right foot by saying the good things that the LGBT stood for in the beginning, because every single group, every single society always starts on the right foot. They always want to start on something that's proper and that'll help them out sincerely. But this is unfortunately what we've seen it time and time again. What things become. We've seen it with feminism. We've seen it with the LGBTQ. So I'm gonna shut up and let this video play. But it keeps fucking up. I'm gonna let this video play, and then after it plays, like pretty much like we just discussed this, because this is unfortunately the society that we're living in right now. This is how we are going to react to this. We don't give a fuck about Pride Month being inside of our stores, and especially it hurts you when you start talking about fucking children completely. So I'm gonna shut my bitch ass up and let this right out.
Controversial Pride merchandise, the damage control mode coming as it desperately tries to avoid a so-called Bud Light situation. A Target insider telling Fox News Digital, quote, "We were given 36 hours, told to take all the Pride stuff and move it into a section that is a third of the size, from the front of the store to the back. I think given the current situation with Bud Light, the company is terrified." Outkick founder Clay Travis joins us now. Good morning, Clay.
Good morning. How are you, Ainsley?
Doing well. What is your reaction to this?
I think it's an important message that Bud Light has sent all over the entire nation. No company's ever had to react to losing, as Bud Light is, according to current data, 28% of its overall sales volume as a result of going too far left-wing, too far woke. And now I think it's not just Target. There are marketing companies all over the world that are having meetings with big brands and saying, let's avoid being Bud Lighted. And Ainsley, what I would point out is Bud Light's overwhelming market is men. And men said, we're not going to be talked to like this. We're not going to be insulted like the former head of the marketing department inside of Anheuser-Busch at Bud Light, who said that Bud Light's message had too much old school humor and was too fratty. And people said, you know what, we like Bud Light. We'll just pick another light beer. What I think is interesting here, and Ainsley, you're a mom, I want to know if moms are going to respond to Target. And for a few weeks or maybe even a month, just go shop somewhere else and say, it's clear Target is disrespecting us. I think in particular with these swimsuits that they're wearing that allow the tucking to go on, which is crazy and insane, especially for young people. I think a lot of moms out there should make the decision that a lot of dads and a lot of beer drinkers did. Again, that was overwhelmingly a male boycott. And say, we're going to take some time off from Target and show Target that your business is important and that if you're going to be disrespected in terms of woke ideologies being embraced by Target, why not make them recognize, hey, you got to sell to everybody. Let's come back towards the middle. And I think that's probably the biggest lesson here, Ainsley, is that for so long brands knew we can go as far left as we want and there are no issues, there are no consequences. And now we're seeing blowback. And I think it's tremendously significant because this is how we bring the country back to normalcy as opposed to every business and every company going far left wing.
So, Clay, here is a statement from a spokesperson with Target. Since introducing this year's collection, we've experienced threats impacting our team members' sense of safety and well-being while at work. Given these volatile circumstances, we are making adjustments to our plans, including removing items at the center of the most significant confrontational behavior. Our focus now is on moving forward with our continuing commitment to the LGBTQIA+ community. What's your reaction to their statement?
Well, I mean, this is like Bud Light. As the controversy builds and Target starts to see consequences associated with their behavior, they try and shift the story to something else here, right? The reality is most people go into Target because it's convenient and they go there without any political agenda whatsoever. And as so many brands have gone left wing and decided that they have to wave their politics in front of everyone out there, eventually it was going to happen. Bud
Hey,
Light
Dylan, could you pause it for 1 second?
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, I need to touch on this because I don't think he's going to talk about it. The big problem in the room is children. Children. You see how they, in the statement, the LGBTQ+, these are just haters and this and that. Look, no one's hating. Dude, they've been around for a long time. The problem is children. I can't stress this enough. Children. But again, no one's going to hear that. All they hear is, oh, anti-LGBTQ. No, children.
Yeah. Especially
I just can't stress it enough.
Yeah, he was talking about it as well. Like one thing that they were doing is selling fucking bathing suits that allow you to tuck as
For
a child.
10-year-olds and under, like what? What are we putting in front of children now?
How does that make sense? How does that make sense? But I don't want to get too ahead of that. We're gonna get to that.
I just thought we should say that because like he's not gonna talk about it really, like the nail on the head.
But dude, this is chat. Listen, this is unfortunately the reality that we fucking live in. Like completely. Hold on, let me see. Give me a second here. I don't know what the fuck. This shit is so buggy. Unfortunately, it logged me out on this fucking screen. Give me a second here. Yeah, I fucking logged me. Yo, Kick is on some buggy shit, bro. Alright, cool. Boom. Okay, so with that being fucking said, those are the first two things. I'm also gonna I'm gonna talk about that Nora shit a little bit later, dude. Make sure you remind me, because I will forget.
I will. I won't let you forget. I sent you the links, right? You got that up? You got them so they can see what we were talking about?
What about the Nora?
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and send it in. Yeah, let me go ahead and send it in the chat.
I sent it to you.
Yeah, I got it. I'll go ahead and send it in the chat as well, so people can check that out. I should have talked about that last stream, bro. I fucked up. That would have been a very good.
Man. We'll get it. We'll touch it on this one. I'll make sure I remind you.
Okay, so ultimately speaking, guys, this is where this is what I'm talking about in terms of earlier, right? The decriminalization of homosexuality, of normalizing sexuality. This had to have been done because, unfortunately, in the past, the majority of the public thought being gay was a disease or a mental disorder, and they also believed that it went against God. And you know how that shit was back in the day. Religion is absolutely and utterly important. But the thing is it's not pushed upon people like it used to be anymore. And on top of that, in the United States, we have freedom of religion, freedom of press, freedom of speech. So ultimately, we couldn't even do that anyways. But of course, people will still do that anyways. The thing is there were some laws. Like there was a law back in the day, in which it's called the law of sodomy, and it began in 1636. It was and the sodomy laws, which are sexual acts, are quote unquote crimes against nature, such as anal sex, oral sex, and bestiality. Like that, those are all things that were like banned. Like if you had anal sex, if you had oral sex or bestiality, then like that's illegal. Like governments were involving themselves in sexual relations. I think that's like, I don't think the government should ever be involved in sex, bro.
I agree.
Like what the fuck is that? That's ridiculous. That's actually stupid as fuck. That's actually stupid as fuck. And on top of it, dude, in the 19th century, these laws were used to prosecute non-consensual activities, and consenting adults who engaged in sodomy within their homes were considered immune from prosecution. But sodomy laws were a way to prosecute any sex act other than vaginal intercourse, whether consensual or not.
Basically targeting like gay people, basically.
Yeah, it's ultimately was doing that. It was really doing that. Pretty much this was something that was unfortunate that was happening. That's absolutely disgusting, and I think is truly shameful.
Isn't it still
bro.
around in like a couple states, right?
Yeah, it's still around, but I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
It is still around, and I think it's still around in like 16 states. My fucking computer crashed, bro.
They're attacking you, man.
I'm already bro. I'm literally already getting attacked, bro. I'm getting attacked. That's insane. Although those videos that I've posted on Instagram and whatnot, already, bro. Already, I'm under attack, under scrutiny, bro. But anyways, to get back to this topic. Hold on, let me open my little notes on the fucking side here.
What was the last thing we were talking about?
The
companies, right?
No, ultimately, like how fucked up it was, pretty much sodomy laws.
Thing. Yeah.
So I was gonna say, I know it was contradicting what I said, right? That if you were having sex inside of your house, you were considered immune. Yeah, you were considered immune, and this was in the 19th century. Like there's a bunch of court, like they looked through court documents, and that's what they were saying according to this article. So I just wanted to highlight it just so you could see. We can court record from the 19th century reveal. Yeah, there it is right here. So according to this article, that's what they were saying. And then, but it's interesting because they didn't necessarily. There was no law. There was no exact wording inside of the law that said you couldn't prosecute against people that consented. There was nothing against that. So you even if they consented to having fucking sodomy, consensual sodomy, it didn't matter. It did not matter at all. And then in the 20th century. In the 20th fucking century, listen to this bullshit, bro. In the 20th century, that's when they added oral sex to the mix, bro. They added oral sex to the mix. Now you can't suck dick. Now you can't eat pussy. Now you can't eat ass, bro. If you do that, if you suck dick, if you eat pussy, if you eat ass, whether you're straight or gay, yo, that's it, bro. Jail time, buddy. Jail time. That's all, bro. You're done. What?
Hey, you'll be doing that in prison now, though.
Yeah, and guess what? Oh, you're in prison doing it? Oh, okay, you're good.
Against your will at that.
Oh, hell yeah. Fuck that, bro. Fuck that. Oh my God, that's fucking frightening. But anyways, this initial law was not ever a law to prosecute homosexuals at all, specifically males or male on male. This law was not created for that. This law was created to fight against the crimes against nature, since it was a forbidden sin to have anal sex, because it's comparable to obscene, adultery and shit like that, creation and dissemination of obscene literature, public indecency and whatnot. A lot of this law was simply pertaining to the church. But another thing that this law was to do was to protect public morals and decency, and the second thing is to protect women, weak men, and children from sexual assault. So it's like, at the end of the day, like, I can understand that. I could understand that law being implemented for that, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, does the government really need to, it comes, like, there comes a debate. Like, does the government really need to kind of join the bedroom fun? You know what I'm saying? Like, do they
remember, though, it was a different time. It was a different time in, like, what the world was thinking.
That's true.
It was a different time.
That is true, and that's why that shit is abolished now for the most part. But I'll get to that. So I wanted to say that during the this is where these laws started to really fuck, like, homosexuals up, bro. During the 1950s, there was something called McCarthyism, and McCarthyism was super prominent in that age. And what that did was it resulted in state and a nationwide witch hunt of male homosexuals, in which the act of oral and anal sex between consenting, that's the key word, consenting adult men, it was conflated with child molestation sodomy. That's fucked up. So these people literally, these police officers had nothing better to do back in this day. They would say, oh shit, these guys are gay, bro. Oh hell no, bro. Wait, they're gay? Yo. And then they talk to their partner. Yo, John, bro, these guys are gay. Yo, you want to fuck with them, bro? What do you mean? What do you mean, Larry? John, if these guys are gay, that means they have sex in their ass, bro. They have sex in their ass, bro. That's sodomy. Bro, why don't we say that they molested children? What proof? Yo, they started doing, that's fucked up. That's fucked up, bro. That's the type of shit that these people would do to these motherfuckers. And there was literally a whole time against, like, there was a scare, and it's called the Lavender Scare, bro. I'm not sure. Have you ever heard of that shit?
No, I've never heard of Lavender Scare. Explain it.
So, hey, I like that. So pretty much what the lavender, here, let me fucking move my big ass fucking head, bro. God dang. So pretty much the Lavender Scare was a moral panic about homosexual people in the United States. Government, which led to their mass dismissal from government service during the mid-20th century. It contributed to and paralleled the anti-communist campaign, which was known as the McCarthyism, and the Second Red Scare. Dude, listen to this. I'm going to read this third sentence. Listen to how fucked up these people used to think about this shit. Gay men and lesbians were said to be national security risks and communist sympathizers, which led to the call to remove them from state employment. It was
propaganda, basically.
Yes, exactly. Lying against fucking gay people and lesbians. It was thought that gay people were more susceptible to being manipulated, which could pose a threat to the country. Bro, what the fuck?
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I'm not on the side of the government. I'm not against, like, gay people or anything. But let's just say this. Just like how the news outlets, I know this. I'm getting ahead, but, like, you know how they said they're perceptible to things and things like that. Look, the left. You remember the school thing that happened with the parents stepping up for the schools. I'm gonna get the exact article for you too. Parents were basically fighting, like, the pride protesters inside the school because they were teaching elementary schoolers about pride and anatomy and things like that behind the parents' backs. Now, my thing with this is, like, what do you think the news did with that?
You already know, bro. You already know. The news is not gonna cover some shit like that, bro. The news, well, it is. It's not gonna cover some shit like that in complete fucking detail, and it's not gonna be absolutely like detail oriented as other things would be. Am I there? Am I up? Hello?
Well, I'm gonna look this up and I'm gonna get this. I think you can find it on Twitter, like overseas. That's in California at this specific school. But the whole narrative that they were pushing was this: is that these were mega Trump white supporters here disrupting a peaceful protest. But if you go and look at the videos, those were parents and fathers, and that was Antifa that was out there with helmets and gloves and stuff, ready to fight. Who showed up to a peaceful protest in helmets? Tell me who showed up to a peaceful protest in helmets. That sounds like you're ready to fight.
Yeah. That's
You know,
also fucking, it's fucked up, bro. I think I might have to need to like talk about Antifa, bro, at some like
yeah, you're gonna have to talk about that at some point, but
yeah,
not right now.
yeah,
I just thought that was like something good to add because they were like they're susceptible to all. This is like, look, the news and media lies about a lot of the things that go on. They'll push this one narrative like, oh, mega Trump supporters. But I'll say this: I don't think there was a single Trump supporter there. I think they were there for their children. They were there speaking up for their kids. And the fact that if you speak up for your kids, now you're looked at as a Trump supporter. Come on now, you shouldn't be pushing out of elementary schoolers, and that's all those parents were saying. And you got to remember, they're very traditional. They come from overseas. They don't care about any of this stuff. You're pushing that on children, little kids. These are elementary schoolers.
yeah. It's completely unfair to the parents, and it's completely unfair to the children for them to be confused at a young age, especially when their fucking mind is like a sponge, bro. And
Yeah,
it's gonna take.
they're malleable.
It's literally yes, dude. These motherfuckers are gonna soak in, like, these little kids are gonna soak in this fucking stupidity, bro. Like, no offense, like, to anybody, but like this stupidity that, like, the reason I'm saying stupidity is because it should not be learned at this young of age. There's no reason for a kid to learn what the fuck gender affirmation care is. There's no reason for a kid to say, for a parent or for somebody old above the age of 18 to ever tell a fucking kid that if you feel or if you play with Barbie dolls, you're a girl. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? That's stupid. That should
Look,
never exist.
I'll be completely honest. I used to play with my sister with her Barbie dolls. Does that make me gay? Does that make me confused?
That's not
no. That's me playing with my sister with Barbie dolls.
Yep.
Come on now. It's not that complicated. It's very black and white. It's not complicated. You're just trying to complicate things so you can push another narrative. I feel like, man, it's all narratives. And I'm gonna keep saying this. I feel like, because this is my opinions, I feel like these are narratives they're trying to push on the youth because they know the people now, like, once you're an adult, it's not easy to sway you in your beliefs, especially now. All the people, like, if you look at it, LGBTQ group makes up 7%. You can look this up and put this on screen. Makes up 7% of the American population. Think about that for a second. 7%. That's not many. But you know what you can do to make it rise? You go to the malleable children. You start getting in their ear saying all types of stuff. Goes back to the YouTube thing too. Guess what? That's what they're pushing on YouTube Kids. Transgender things, gay things. Isn't that for children? Shouldn't they be learning about ABCs, counting their 1, 2, 3s, learning school stuff? But no, the first things they learn is gender, this, body parts, this, what you can and cannot do as a man and woman, what you can do. It's like, what are we teaching these young minds now? We're not teaching them to be smart.
Yeah, I know. It's literally it's honestly derailed so fucking hard, bro.
It has, and it's just like, if you go against it, you're anti-LGBTQ. You're not standing up for children, no. But you know what does bring a smile on my face? The fact that America, I haven't fully lost faith in America. The fact that all this has happened in the Bud Light thing.
Yeah, fighting back. Yeah.
It's I know that we haven't fully lost ourselves yet. There's still some redemption to be done. There's still some redemption to be had because we haven't lost anything yet. Because people are standing up for children, and that's what this whole thing is about. This is what, like, ultimately we're going to be talking about on the podcast. By the end of this, we're going to get across to you, like, hey, we're literally just here for the children. We're talking about the children in this. You know, this is what ultimately comes down to: protecting kids, children, young minds, and hell, young adults too that are just coming up. Protecting them is like, why should they be subject to this their whole life? And then you wonder why. Oh, I'm a girl now. They've heard about this their whole life. What do you think is going to be done? They're children. If you tell a kid, like, man, I don't want to bring this up, but a guy did a study. I want to go get the articles. I don't want to speak on something that I don't know fully about. But I remember he did a study on, like, telling a kid their favorite color. And then every day he told them, no, your favorite color isn't purple. It's red. And what did that kid believe? What, a couple months later? No, my favorite color is red. I don't like purple anymore. That's how malleable kids are.
God damn. Yeah, bro. That shit is fucked. But
it's not about hating the LGBT community. It's about protecting kids. And if you can't see that, I don't know what else to tell you.
100%. 100%. I wish I had one of those buttons that I could go or whatever the fuck.
No, I think honestly everybody out there knows like that's the whole point. If they're listening, if they truly care about like America and like just people in general, then they know it's about the kids. They know no one's like we're not gay bashing. We're not doing that. We're just saying, hey, leave kids out of this. Leave children out of this. That's all it's about right now. Children.
100%. And especially, and just to get back to this, dude, in terms of like, I'm gonna fucking like get back to this shit. Fucking this thing, bro. This thing. Imagine, imagine being a child, bro. Imagine being a child back in the day, right? Imagine being a child, and pretty much like, unfortunately, you know, you were attracted to men, you know, or you're attracted to females, like if you're a girl, right?
Yeah.
And you knew that back in the day, right? That when I grow up, I want to have a boyfriend, or when I grow up, I want to have a girlfriend, whatever, right? And the thing is you find out eventually, like, let's say you're 16, right? You want to have a boyfriend or whatnot. Guess what? Guess fucking what? Now you have sex like, you know, like a normal person in a fucking relationship would. It's normal to have sex, right?
Mhm.
That's normal.
Yep.
Now you got to worry about being arrested for having consensual sex.
Exactly.
And your life ruined. That's fucked up. That's ultimately fucked up.
Yeah, I agree. That's very fucked up for that community because they should be able to have their things, have their intercourse or like that's you know like look, love making is a big thing in relationships, and the fact that you got to be scared about it.
Yep.
Like that's I agree with that. I fully agree with that. That is scary. That right there is completely scary.
100%, bro. 100 fucking percent. And that leads me to another point. So these are all the points that I'm making right now are pretty much like reasons why the LGBT started. Why did they want to normalize homosexuality? So these are some of the reasons. This is a huge reason. The sodomy law and how it was abused against homosexuals, bro, for having sex with one another, which is the most normal fucking thing you could possibly have. Another reason is that there was higher violence against homosexuals. There was a genuine hate crime against these individuals. Hate crime because they were gay. People would want to beat their ass, and it still occurs to this day. But it's these are things that are not fucking exclusive.
It's not as big as it was, though. It's not as big as it was because it's highly more acceptable now, and people are afraid of being canceled or even speaking on it now.
That's
so
true.
It's a lot more acceptable than it is. But yeah, I totally agree with you. Back then, I would have told somebody I was black before I said I was gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Straight up.
Deadass, bro. It's ultimately fucked up, bro. These like the violence just for being gay. Like that's ridiculous. It was retarded. It's stupid. It's dumb. Everything in between. It's not fair. Bro, shit, I'm not on Twitch, bro. I don't give a fuck.
No cancellations here.
But another thing that used to happen against the LGBTQ community was housing discrimination, bro.
Yes.
Just because they were gay, individuals have experienced housing discrimination where landlords, real estate agents, or property owners refuse to rent or sell homes to them based on their sexual orientation or gender identity. This denial of housing opportunities forced many individuals into hiding their identity or facing homelessness. What the fuck is that?
Yep, that's why you have today, and that's why now you have today where big communities and groups, because they did, the thing was they did let them house, but they did them very dirty the way they did it. They made them go into a community basically, like, okay, you're going to be over here with your group then, if you want to engage in that type of stuff. It was kind of, they kind of did them like the ghettos, how they put all the black people in one spot.
That's called steering, bro. And these real estate agents would steer these gay people or steal blacks, but into certain neighborhoods because of their it would fit the demographic better for them. And that's illegal, by the way. That's illegal nowadays. The Fair Housing Act removes that. There's something that the gays and lesbians used to undergo as well called conversion therapy. This was forced.
Yeah.
Bro, this shit was also known as reparative therapy or sexual orientation change efforts. and it's number one, it's a discredited practice. It's a pseudoscience. But it was aimed at changing a person's sexual orientation or gender identity. LGBTQ individuals have been subjected to this harmful and pseudoscientific therapy, often leading to psychological distress, trauma, and negative long-term effects. Long-term effects from that, bro. That's fucked up. That's ridiculously fucking stupid. And I have an article here to pull up about this shit. Look at this, right? So this article right here explains the lifetime exposure to conversion therapy and psychological health among midlife and older adult men who have sex with men. So homosexual males, right? And pretty much the background and objectives was to minimize same-sex attractions because they thought it was a dangerous practice in the United States. I have no idea how. To this day, it just does not make sense. There's no way that this can be rationalized at all. It doesn't make sense at all, right? But the discussion and implications is it compromises critical psychosocial aspects of healthy aging among male. I think that's what that stands for. And on top of that, when these individuals would get this, bro, we investigated the associations of prior conversion therapy with current depressive symptoms, internalized homophobia, post-traumatic stress, and bro, this is gonna be hard, bro. Cumulative psychosocial conditions. God damn, bro. That fucking word, bro.
Like, look, that in itself is just wrong. I just sit there and
bro.
force someone to go through something just because you don't believe it's morally right. That's never okay.
No, not at all, bro. Not fucking at all. I don't think anyone should ever force anybody to do anything in terms of
and look,
shit like
I don't
that,
completely agree with the LGBT community, but I don't think that's okay. I don't think you should ever force someone to try to
be
get
straight.
them to change them to be like you don't do that. If they're at a certain age and they're telling you, "Hey, I'm gay," okay.
I agree.
They're gay. There's nothing you can do about that.
100%, bro. Like for example, if I have a son or daughter and they tell me, "Hey, Dad, I'm gay," I'd be like, "Bro."
Hey, by the way, I'm just now reading the comments. Worm Fighter, I completely agree with you. Not being racist, but black men. Look, as a black male, bro, I can tell you, yes, black men are a lot more toxic than white men are. And another thing, Dean, of course, men get praised. Look, Dean, I completely agree with you on that. I am pretty red-pilled, and I completely agree with you. I shouldn't talk about that right now because talk about something else, but that whole men get praised for having sex is way harder. It is way harder for a male to get sex. If you're not 6 foot tall, huge ass dick, if you don't meet the certain criterias, you're not gonna get any play. Women won't even look your way. But it's really funny that when men say they want women this way, they want women this way, you're unrealistic. You're this, you're that. But men don't go and complain. They change themselves. They try to get better so they are more accepted by women. I just think that's like it's a funny. No, you're good. It's a funny hypocritical thing to say and do, in my opinion. But so I totally agree with you, Dean. Dean. I hope I'm saying that right. But I totally agree with you, man. And you too, Worm Fighter. Hey, yes, you guys are right. Those are unpopular opinions. But as a black male, I completely agree with you. And you're not racist. You're just speaking facts.
Yeah, 100%. And honestly, I was gonna say, bro, those are comments from my last stream.
Oh.
No, but 100% though, what you were saying is true, and I completely and fucking agree with that completely. Still to this day. But damn, that threw me off. So what the fuck was I gonna say?
I just finally clicked into the stream and I saw the comments and I didn't know, like, I was like, oh, that's weird, but I'm like, oh yeah, I'll speak on it, you know.
Yo, nice. But oh shit, back to what I was saying, bro. Like, if my son or my daughter was gay and they told me, "Hey, Dad, listen, I think I'm attracted to guys or I'm attracted to girls if she's a female," I'm gonna say this, bro. Yo, listen, cool, bro. Like I that doesn't bother me. You do you. Yo, you want to go out to eat? You wanna get some food? That's some shit, bro. It's
sure.
it's
yeah,
not.
I'll eat some food with you.
Yeah, that's it, bro. That's it. Like that's great. It's to me, it's like that. It's a big deal feeling comfortable with being able to express that. Absolutely, but it's at the same time, bro. It's not that big a deal at all. Like it is what it is. You're attracted to the same sex, bro. That's cool, bro. Whatever. Let's go do something else. Like let's go fucking play a video game, or let's go watch a movie or whatever. That's fine, bro. That's ultimately your life. I'm not here to tell you that is right or that is wrong. That's your decision, as in your decision only as an individual. I'm not gonna sit here and try to say that you're fucked up or you're weird for being gay. No, that's not how it is. That's not how it is at all. You do what you want. As long as there's certain complexity things on that, like that I'm not gonna get into right now, but anyways, so these are pretty much some of the things that the conversion therapy was doing to people, bro. It was internalizing homophobia. So already, like, these people are gay now they're starting to hate themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, why am I wanting to do, like, why am I wanting to have men, like, why am I wanting to have sex with men? And now they're looking at themselves internally and just saying, God damn, bro.
They're starting to hate themselves because they looked at it as like, oh, I have to hate myself.
Yep. That's fucked up. Here's another thing that LGBTQ individuals were facing back in the day, bro, was they faced employment discrimination. Bad, bro.
Yeah.
They faced they faced significant employment discrimination in the past, bro. They were often subjected to unfair hiring practices, workplace harassment. People would fucking say, "Oh, dude, look at this guy, this fucking gay ass motherfucker." That's the type of shit they would probably say. "Oh, hey, bro, why don't you go hey, why don't you go suck your boss's dick? Oh wait, you're gay," or some fucking I don't know, some bullshit, right? Whatever the fucking
we get what you're saying. I think we all can understand
that bullshit, man. And just discriminatory policies. A lot of them were denied employment and promotion opportunities solely because they're gay. That's fucked up. That's stupid. And that's fucked up, and that's fucking stupid, bro. For example, there was a Bostock versus Clayton County. And this happened recently. This happened in 2020. Where these individuals were getting fired. Prohibition against sex. Oh shit, hold on, let me not spoil that. But for the most part, so Bostock case involved a trio of cases alleging discrimination against LGBTQ workers, which the Supreme Court decided together in a single opinion. Gerald Bostock, a child welfare service coordinator, was fired after his employer learned he had joined a gay softball league. Donald Zarda, a skydiving instructor, was fired after his employer learned he was gay. In a case filed by the EEOC, funeral director Amy Steffens was fired after her employer learned she was going to transition from male to female. Dude, are you serious, man? What the fuck is that bullshit? Like, that's ridiculous, man. Like, it'll always go back to this. Like, these people don't deserve to be discriminated against because they want to choose what the fuck they want to do, bro. Like, in these aspects,
I completely agree with that. They're not hurting anybody. They're just doing what they want to do. They want to transition, go ahead.
Like, I understand that, like, these people are going to face some sort of consequences, like maybe some sort of bullying and shit like that. Like, I understand that, but to directly affect their life and change the amount of finance, the amount of money that these people are going to get because you don't agree with it, that's where it's really fucked up.
Reason,
that's really fucked up. That's fucked up beyond belief, bro. And ultimately, I just wanted to get to, these are some of the examples of the discrimination that the LGBT community was facing. And I want to talk about what we have done as a society to change these things. Do you have the article, or do you have that shit that I sent you, right? The notes?
Yeah.
All right, bro, cuz if you want, bro, you could go you want to go over some of these?
I'll let you handle this. I'll save what I got to say really for the nitty-gritty towards
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I got it. Let me pull this shit up. Okay.
Because right now you're educating me on some of this stuff I did not know. I'm sitting here listening, soaking it up.
So, I'm glad, bro. Hell yeah. This shit is important, man.
Yeah, because I agree, man. Like, I'm not agree with everything LGBTQ, but you should never hurt somebody financially or just try to hurt them in general because they want to do something different. They're not hurting you with their decisions. Yeah. It's their life.
100%. 100%. The decisions that they're making, especially like with who they want to have sex with or what they feel internally. Unfortunately, you know, these individuals, like it's a tough situation. It's a tough situation, but at the end of the day, you don't need to make it harder by being a fucking piece of shit to somebody, bro. I don't care if they're gay. I don't care if they're straight. I don't care if they're fucking square, bro. It doesn't matter. Like, ultimately, bro, my ideology is this, man. Just spread joy and be your best, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. But anyways, so here's some of the things that society has done to ultimately change some of the things that I talked about in the previous thing. So number one is more people in the United States are accepting of homosexuality. And I have this thing right here. Can you see? You can see this, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I can see it.
Okay. So we're gonna go. Obviously, these are every single country, or not every single country, but some of the countries that this study was on, and this was conducted.
South Africa's on there, man. Do you know what's going on right now over there? I'm surprised even on the list to be more accepting. Oh, okay. This is old. 2002, 2007. Okay.
Yeah, up to 2019.
Yeah, because you know what's going on over there right now, right?
Yeah, bro. I thought I saw like they have like the death penalty for being gay.
Yes, they do. They passed it, and there's no being gay over there.
Yo.
There's no being gay. You can be imprisoned or you can be killed for it. I'm pretty sure they were having like mass executions and throwing like they were saying they have to burn the bodies to get rid of the disease or something.
God damn, bro, that's fucked up.
Got some
bro.
backwards stuff over there. Look, I'm not. Like I said, I don't always agree. Sometimes I even hate the Lgbtq community, but they shouldn't be killed.
Hell no, bro.
That's way too far.
Fuck that. What the fuck, bro? That's nasty as fuck to me,
They're
bro.
over there killing them, and it's like masses. It's like some Hitler stuff, to be honest.
It is, bro. It literally is, dog. That's unacceptable. Wow, that's fucked up.
But it's their laws, it's their stuff.
Absolutely.
We can't go over to other places and try to change things. It's what their people voted for.
That's right. So this is percentages. So 51% who say homosexuality should be accepted, right? So it goes from 51 to 49. It goes down in 2007. Then it goes up to 60 in 2011. It stays the same in 2013, and now we're at 72. And this was in 2019. So it's up 12% from 2013 to 2019, right? So obviously this is a bit old. It's 4 years old. But regardless, this is 72% of America.
It's still pretty current, though. It's decent.
Yeah, exactly. Current. Yeah, it's only 4 years ago. It's only 4 years.
It's honestly gotten a lot better. Since then. Like there's Pride Month, there's Pride parades all the time, and there's also not even just Pride Month, man. Pride people are just celebrated all the time. The LGBT community is literally everywhere now. It's put into everything. They're changing comic books for that. They're doing everything they can to help and celebrate and make those people feel accepted. They're doing it so much that they're ostracizing.
Yeah. What's up, Worm Fighter, bro? How's it going, dog? But yeah, here's some of the acceptance that's happening inside of the United States as of right now, which is great. You know, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful thing, truly, and this is truly remarkable from where we began. You're nice, bro. This motherfucker. In terms of the sodomy laws, this is something huge. Lawrence v. Texas, bro. This is one of the biggest fucking events that occurred in the fucking United States in terms of the sodomy laws. So Lawrence v. Texas in 2003, it's a landmark case for a reason. And the reason is the Supreme Court of the United States in a 6-3 decision invalidated sodomy laws across the United States, bro, making same-sex sexual activity legal in every state and United States territory. So they said, fuck that. That shit is unconstitutional. Eat my dick, bro. And on top of that, eat my dick if you're a guy at the same time, because we're going to legalize that, bitch. That's what they said, bro. That's what these motherfuckers said. So, and I 100% agree, bro. I 100% agree with that. That's wonderful, bro. But some states still have the sodomy laws today. Some of them still have the sodomy laws today, and we're gonna see which ones do. So the ones in green obviously are yes. The ones in red are no. So here's the one. Dang, yo, look at you, bro. You can't fuck a bitch in the ass, bro. Oh hell no.
Oh no, I'm gonna be arrested.
Oh yeah, I know, bro. But the beautiful thing is this. Look at this. Um, check this out. So obviously, since you guys know that the Supreme Court in 2003 versus the Lawrence v. Texas law, or they decided that it's just fucked up. No, it's legalized. That's it. That's done. So what these individuals did, what happened is, although it is illegal in certain states, it's used primarily for sex, like sexual crimes, like sexual assault and rape. Like they'll say like, okay, like yeah, okay, you did something against an individual, and now we're gonna intensify your sentencing by adding sodomy on it as well. You know what I mean? Um, you're getting filtered? What do you mean? So the focus of these laws were overwhelming majority of involved heterosexual acts. This began to change in the 1960s and 70s when the laws took a decidedly anti-gay slant in their application in 2021. There are still currently 16 states with sodomy laws on the books, but the 2003 Supreme Court case, Lawrence v. Texas, rendered many of these states' laws moot, as the court delivered a 6-3 ruling against. So it's like, although some states still have it, at the same time, you're not going to be charged against that because the Supreme Court is going to be like, yo, really? Like,
so statewide, it's not okay, but like government wise, like what's even the difference? Like federally, that's the word. Federally, it's legal. Like how weed is federally not legal, but some states it is legal.
Yes,
Kind of like that.
Yeah, it's ultimately from my understanding. I could be wrong. My understanding is it's this, right? You like, if a cop wanted to be an asshole and decided to arrest you because you're gay, the judge is gonna be like, really? Why are you wasting my time?
Yep.
Why are you wasting my fucking time? And then that's it. That's the end of that case, which is great. That's wonderful, honestly.
Hey, one up, bro. One up.
Another thing that was signed into the law, which is really, really interesting, and I'm actually gonna pull up the stats now so we can all see it for ourselves. But an act was signed into law in 1990 by George H.W. Bush, and it was modified in 2009 by Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr., which is the Hate Crimes Prevention Act. And what that is that it requires the Attorney General to collect data on crimes committed because of the victim's race, religion, disability, sexual orientation, or ethnicity, which is known as the Hate Crime Statistics Act. So that basically means, in layman terms, George Bush said, yo, hey, Attorney General, keep fucking stats on hate crimes. That's it. Keep stats on hate crimes that are committed in the United States so we can see what the fuck's going on. And
like even the government was like, hey, we got to step in and help out. This isn't okay.
Yeah, it's not. So here's pretty much what it is on Wiki. Like I said, it was modified by 2000. Requires the Attorney General to collect data on crimes.
You said this was passed by what president?
It was done by James. I said James. God damn. It was done by George. It was
Matthew Shepard and James. Wait, what?
This bill was signed. It was signed. Yeah, it was signed into law by Bush, and
okay.
these people modified it. So the FBI has been publishing the annual report on hate crimes, and they the FBI released its 2019 report. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna be looking at some of these like crimes for ourselves to see how much hate crimes against homosexuals has either decreased or increased over the past few years. So we're gonna see that this is according to the FBI. So this is this is as factual as you can get. This is the Federal Bureau of Investigation, bro. Where is this? Right here. So this is pretty fucking interesting here, bro. So Explorer page filters. Okay, so this is the United States. What year? I think it has like, okay, you said 20. Let's start in 2018, right? So
Farmed out of, yeah.
Current year. So Hold on, let me see where it begins. Really, let's go. We could go from 2016. Okay.
You're gonna have to go back. You're gonna have to go like back. You're gonna have to go back to like where it was really bad.
Yeah, probably what 2001.
No, probably further back than that, man. I'm telling you, look, the hate and everything of this world isn't as like predominant as people try to make it.
Yeah.
It was at one point. I won't take that away, but it isn't today. We're pretty progressive.
Yeah.
Again, Target's got tuck underwear for children. Can't make this up, man. Hey Z.
Yo, that's funny as fuck. But so check this out. You see this?
Hey, bro, Z. I'm glad you joined, homie.
Z's here?
Yeah, Z's in here.
Oh shit, I don't see him.
Oh wait, Z, type in the chat. I know he messaged me.
Oh, he messaged you. Oh, okay, cool. I'm refreshing my page, bro. My shit. You can hear me, right? I'm not lagging.
God, text me and let me know. All right, I think it's all good.
Fuck me, I was lagging like a bitch, bro.
All right, I think it's all good.
God damn. All right. Anyways, so let's go. Like I'm gonna do it like in like 10-year intervals, right? So
okay.
Here's this, right? So the most, goddamn, bro, the most is in the anti-black or African fucking hate crimes, and that shit is in the thousands. Like,
and that's what was just reported, especially back then.
Yeah. I think this was 4,000 for the year, man. 4,589 for the year. That's fucked up. So now we go to 2001. Yo, it increased? The fuck is that? Wait.
Right?
So anti-gay. Hold on, hold up. Let me go back to 1991. Did this shit? Yeah, dude. Why the fuck did it increase? Okay, so it increased. All right. What the fuck?
At the end of this, I want to give like my opinion on why it maybe have increased. I might be completely wrong, but I'm just gonna
speculate. Yeah, okay.
Go through it.
Yo, what's up, Zyrid? What's up, Z?
Yo, Z.
So here's 2011. From 2001 to 2011. So anti-gay. It shit. I wasn't paying attention on. Okay, it went down. So I need to focus on gay. It went down. So it went down. It went down like about 300 something. All right, so now another 10 years, 2021.
Went down again.
Yeah, it went down slightly. Okay, now anti-lesbian. This was added recently. In 2011. Hold on, was it?
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I feel like before the gay community wasn't so much in the light. So I feel like now there are more people are hating it more, or it might have gone up because they're the main focus now. Think about it. They're the main focus. They're in the light. You go back. That's why anti-black and also too, I feel like the black may be a little off because nowadays a black person be like, oh, that's a hate crime, and it's considered a hate crime. They'll just go off and say like I'm gonna bring some World War things from I'm gonna just say this. At one point, I worked in law enforcement, and as a black male, I got told I was committing hate crimes just by locking somebody up. And I get it. You're stealing for you need to take care of your kids or something. But at the end of the day, you're still stealing. And me arresting you is not a hate crime. I didn't do this because you were black. I did this because you're stealing. And I feel like that basis right there, it just like it's just kind of like, okay, is that considered a hate crime? Are they going to look at this as a hate crime? That's why companies are so like hesitant to do certain things, is they don't want to be on the wrong. Even though they're protecting their product, they're doing things to protect themselves, they could be looked at as in the wrong. Not hiring certain black people because of their hair. Okay, you're working at a food place. You don't want to wear a hairnet because it's going to mess up your hair. Okay, but telling you, hey, we can't hire you because of your hair and you don't want to do this. Okay, well, you're refusing to do what we're asking you to do to cover up your hair. Nobody else in here is refusing, even though they're white and maybe different color than you. But you as a black person, we're not telling you to do this because you're black. We're telling you to do this because it's a health concern. But you can't tell them that. And no, you're doing this because I'm black. No, bro. No, that's you get what I'm saying? It's not. I feel like I feel like some of this may be a little biased now because that happens a lot more than we think.
I mean that's a fair speculation, especially people just saying like, oh shit, they feel like those things are being done against them.
Yeah, again, it's a feeling. It's a feeling. It's what they feel, not like an actual hate crime. Like you'll see some actual hate crimes, like cops having no reason sometimes to stop some of these black folk. I agree. I've seen it firsthand. Some of that stuff is very wrong. It's like, okay, what reason or what articulate suspicion did you have to stop this person? And they can't give a rightful answer. Now that's hate crime. That's hate stuff. But sometimes when they'll pick and choose when they want to pull the race card.
Yeah.
And that right there is dangerous.
Black people are more auspicious to crime, though. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm fucking stupid. I don't know what auspicious means. Hold on. Let me hit this shit on stream. Bro, I can't even lie to you, bro.
Hey, it's okay, man. We're all learning.
Favorable to crime, though. Yeah, I mean that is true.
Now look. I'm gonna put my perspective and even your perspective and your time as a jailer, my perspective in law enforcement and things like that. Look, he is completely right, and I'll say this. And how do I put this without? I mean, no, fuck it. I don't care about getting canceled, bro. As a black male myself, I look at the black community and like, goddamn, what the fuck is going on in our community? Why the hell? Like I said this before, if black people as a whole notice who's putting the drugs there and polluting the black community, why the fuck are you selling those drugs? Why are you endorsing it? Why are you saying, oh, it's nothing else I can do? That is right there the victim mentality.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to do this. No,
Yep.
bro, you're choosing to. Everything is a choice. Everything in life is a choice. You're choosing to sell those drugs. You're choosing to rob this store. You're choosing to shoot that black man. You don't have to do that. Nobody's forcing you to do it. You're choosing to. But again, victim mentality. And again, I'm a black male. I'm gonna turn you. I'll send you a picture you can put it on screen so nobody thinks I'm a white guy talking about this. I know I don't really sound black, but as a black male myself, I just take a step back and like look, I didn't have the most favorable start either. I wasn't super rich growing up or nothing, but I could still see right from wrong. I could still see the writing on the wall. Like, hey, if I do these things, my life's gonna end up here. And it's just like some people just want to say, oh, my life's going to be this way because the white man. No. It's a choice for you to get out. There's been so many people, black people, that escaped those circumstances and got up out of there. I'll say this analogy. I think you said this before. A potato in hot water gets soft, but an egg in hot water gets hard. Don't let your surroundings dictate who you are.
That's a good ass saying, bro.
That,
God damn, that was this fire ass saying, bro. Yo. But in terms of that, for me, bro, I think one really big a super big issue is the single motherhood in the black community as well. Like especially that's a detriment.
Right.
That's
no
a detriment for
being around.
That's a detriment for males, bro. Especially for young males, for teenagers. That's horrible.
Yeah. You're hitting another nail, and that goes into gangs and stuff.
Yeah.
Why do you think gangs exist? Why do you think gangs try to pick these young black males? Because their role models are gone. Their dads and the people that will be there for them are in jail because they stole and they were trying to do right for the family, but they weren't doing right. They went and tried to do it the illegal way.
Sorry, wait, Z, your shit is not sending? The fuck? I'm not sure what the hell's going on. I don't know. I guess keep fucking spamming, keep trying it. But
yeah, I agree. His messages aren't sending. Some of them aren't sending because I see them on your like Discord screen share, but not in like the Kick chat itself. I don't know why. That's weird.
Bro, I guess my Kick shit is bugged, bro. I have.
Well, just say what you've been saying, what Z's been saying. So it's out there what he's been saying. What he's been typing. But yeah, but Z, you're completely right. They're more, as he said, the word that he used. I don't know the word exactly. I don't want to pronounce it wrong, but the word that he used is absolutely correct.
Yeah, auspicious.
They are more auspicious to crime. I totally agree. And I'm not coming from a racial or a racist like point. I'm coming from a factual point. Man, you remember a jailer, bro, when like on the streets or in jail when I was in there from time to time? Yo, who fills up those places? Look,
yeah, it's predominantly
at the end
black,
of the day, not everybody is like, bro. You come to a certain point, like, oh, I'm innocent, bro. Not everybody in there is innocent. Oh, I was put in here because I was black, bro. Come on now, every single one of y'all was put in here because y'all was black.
Yeah.
Like you get what I'm saying? It's at a certain point, it comes down to taking some responsibility and saying, okay, yes, I made a bad decision.
Yep. That's true. 100%. Okay, that's 100%. And that's
to get off
really
topic, but,
yeah,
like,
yeah. I was about to say yeah.
Yeah.
How the fuck did we end up here? But at the same time, it is 100% true, bro. It's 100.
Yeah.
My fucking vein is popping out of my neck right now because of how true it is. Like it's
Yeah.
there's nothing else to be said on that. There's unfortunate events that have been occurring in the black community that can
But you
be.
can't equate that to everything.
That's true. That's true. And each individual is different. Each individual is different in that sense.
Mhm.
But regardless, it's everything. Ultimately, like this is the final point that I'm gonna say. Like you pretty much said it, but every person is their own individual. You have a brain for
Yes.
yourself. If you blame others
Yes.
for your failures, you will fail no matter what you
You're
do.
you're in a
Yeah.
victim mentality. You'll never escape it. You will never escape it if you keep thinking that way. But I hope me and you both phrase that in a way that doesn't make us seem like we're anti-black. Because again, I'm a black male myself, so I really hope like people just kind of hear it as information that like, okay, look at it from this perspective, not as, oh, I hate black people, because that's not what we're saying. We're just saying that there are different circumstances. But it's pretty black and white though, to be completely honest.
2023 is a victim mindset. Everybody's marginalized, oppressed, and
Yep.
not accepted.
Yep.
That's pretty much.
Does he say that?
Yeah.
I knew he said that. Yeah, you're right, Z.
That's funny as fuck. But
I know he said that.
this motherfucker. But here's something that was fucking awesome, bro. So we were talking about the hate crime statistics. So we saw that, and unfortunately, dude, it seemed like it went up, right? It seemed like it went up,
Yeah.
and we also discussed a bit on that. Here is another thing as well. So I was talking about the housing discrimination as well. Look what they implemented. This is another fucking beautiful thing into HUD Act, right? Which is housing. It is the housing discrimination and persons identifying as a and or queer or whatever. It's basically saying, check this shit out. So it's saying that on enforcement of the Fair Housing Act, which addresses discrimination because of actual or perceived sexual identity, under the Fair Housing Act. What the fuck? Oh, I see. So pretty much it's basically addressing this now. Now it's in writing. Now this is in writing. You do that, you cannot do that. You are fucking yourself. You are fucking yourself if you do that. You cannot discriminate based off of a person's sexual identity, at all. You cannot discriminate. If they want to buy a house from you, that unfortunately, if you don't agree with that, you're gonna have to eat shit, bitch, because that's what you're gonna have to do anyways. You're going to have to do that, and that's it. It is what it is. And regardless, why the fuck do you have a problem? Why do you have a problem when you're going to make a fucking $2,000 plus commission on that? You fucking moron. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Forget the person's skin color. But I'm gonna play the devil advocate for a minute. But this goes back to what I said before. The person could just say, "Hey, that's a hate crime." Let's say they underbid, and the person doesn't want to take the bid on the house they put in, or let's say somebody else came in, was like, "Hey, I'll pay more for this," and they'll say, "Oh, I'm gonna go with this person." They said they'll pay more.
Yeah, there's
people could start saying like, "Oh, that's a hate crime. You did this because I was gay. You did this because I was black." Like, that's the devil advocate. You know, that right there is dangerous. So that's why companies and everything will just kind of go along with things. That's why we in the predicament we're in now.
That's true.
It's full circle.
That's true, but I was gonna say that there's things to mitigate. There's a bit of things to mitigate that, because now
like what?
For this under the Fair Housing Act, because I was taking real estate courses, but they look at that shit, like they study these cases, and they will determine whether or not it needs to even go to court, because these type of shits will go to court first before anything is figured out. Like if it starts to see, maybe we're starting to see some discrimination in this. Now it's gonna go to court. Now it's gonna be talked in front of a civil judge. First, I think it's Freck. Oh wait, this is in terms, not Freck. This is for Florida, but this is gonna be talked for the real estate whatever under your guys' House of Representatives in whatever state. But ultimately, I'm going to speak for Florida. I don't know what the fuck they do in any other state.
Yeah.
But what they do is they'll talk first in front of Freck. And now if this individual starts to want to have like a more proper discussion about this, and I could be completely wrong. I could be so wrong right now. But ultimately, what I do know for a fact is that they will do this in front of a court. this is the people will actually dive in and study this. I forgot the proper term. But they will study this to see whether or not it's even true. Then after that, they will take it to court if it is true. And then this person can still prove their innocence on that.
Yeah. But Z said most of the LGBT community and some races are more likely to not pay or not take care of the property, etc. And he brings look. I like these devil advocates because it's looking at it from a different light. It might not be the most like socially acceptable light to look at it from, but it's you got to look at it from every standpoint. We're in a country of freedom of speech. You got to look at everybody's speech, and I got to agree with Zyron on that one. Again, you got people like, man, I got to agree with that one, Z. I agree with you. I agree with you there.
I got to look at the facts on that one. I can't say yes or no. That's all I say.
Right.
But anyways, what the fuck was I gonna say? So okay,
you're talking about Fleck in Florida.
Yeah. So that was pretty much that. I just wanted to also add that on for that shit.
Hey, what's our time at right now for how long?
Let me see. An hour and 32, bro.
An hour and 30. But we also got to put in that 20 minutes when before it crashed too.
Oh shit.
So we're at like 2 hours now.
I guess so, bro. That shit doesn't even feel like it, bro, does it?
No, it doesn't, bro. But I'm enjoying this talk, and I'm glad we're talking. We're just all talking. It's just a talk right now.
Yeah.
And we're looking from both perspectives. No one's bashing anybody. We're just talking about feelings don't overturn facts. So let's keep this going.
Would you rather sell a house to a fit men working 50 hours a week, or a blue-haired working part-time on the verge of depression? So off of that, what I'm gonna say, what I was gonna say is this. Just off of, I'm gonna answer this and then I'm gonna move on. But I would rather sell to the man working 50 hours a week. You know why? Because he's working 50 hours a week, and I know that's the only reason.
Going to pay.
Yeah, that's the only reason. It's not because
the person's gay.
Yeah,
it's because like you gotta look at the whole picture. You're my bad. Keep going. I cut you off, but keep going. You were on the right.
Yeah. It was 100%. Like in terms of that was a poor example. That 50-hour a week, 100%. I want to. I would if I was a mortgage company, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna trust this guy because he works 50 hours. He ultimately he's less likely to default on the loan. So I don't need to worry about that. But the part-time, that's scary. That's a risk now. Like, okay, like this person's part-time. Maybe they might get 30 hours one week. Maybe it's 10
and they
hours.
Got a history of just quitting jobs out of the blue.
Yeah, I don't know. That's ultimately not the meta.
Yeah, it's the smart decision. It's the thinking logically. It's the thinking with your brain instead of your heart.
Yeah, 100%. That's what it was. You can't say I'll check that shit out. But anyways, let me get back to
See
this
if you
shit.
want to, bro. Go find some of those statistics and put them in, and we can pull it up and show.
No, that's true. So I was gonna say, so here's what happened with the conversion therapy laws. So now what happened? So since I was talking about the conversion therapy, they some states have laws that prohibit licensed mental practitioners from subjugating LGBTQ minors to harmful conversion therapy practices that attempt to change their sexual orientation or gender identity. So pretty much now they set in kind of like a ban, right? A ban basically saying in some states like, yo, you're not going to force people to undergo this shit at all. You're not going to force people to undergo that shit at all, which I personally I think it's fair. I honestly I can kind of agree with this because I think about it like this, right? Think about it like this. Let's say there's something that you feel like you are 100%. For example, you're straight. Imagine going to conversion therapy for the opposite thing for them, and these people are telling you you're gay, bro. No, you're gay, bro. That's fucked up.
You're not in the wrong.
No,
forcing someone to do those things, you're not wrong. I completely agree with you. That is morally wrong to do to people, and it doesn't even work.
And even if it does work, then that person's fucked up, bro. Even if it does work, that person is ultimately fucked up. Now they're thinking like, okay, bro, like being gay is wrong. And why do I have these wrong thoughts all the time? What the fuck is wrong with me? Yeah, what is wrong with me? And now it's what is that? That's fucked up.
Think about it in your case, like anime. Imagine you got sent to a camp where anime's bad. This is an anti-anime conversion camp.
Yeah, that's a good example.
That's the epitome. Hey, hold on. I gotta go. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I pulled that shit this link up, or no, I was doing that before. But yeah, dude, this is fucked up, bro. This is fucked up. The ultimate truth about this is really disgusting, man. Um, that's not fair at all to an individual, and I would not ever want my son, my daughter, or even me to go through something like that. That's not fair at all to any sort of individual, bro. That's ultimately not the fucking case. And I'm gonna continue on here with that. I just wanted to show some of the states that have it banned. Some states don't have it banned. So the ones in green is state law bans conversion therapies for minors. Here they are for minors. State partial bans for conversion therapy for minors. So here's these. Red, state law prohibits local level bans on conversion therapy, which are the ones in red. Oh shit. And then state is in the federal judicial circuit with a preliminary injunction currently preventing enforcement of conversion therapy bans. 3 states. Wow. Or no state or law policy. Okay, so these places are just kind of more or less indifferent. They're like, all right, like if it happens, it happens or whatnot. But this is talking about the percentage of the LGBT youth covered by these laws. So this is referring to the youth, which I think is perfectly fine. Maybe as an adult, if you feel the need to do conversion therapy, then I could see that. Like ultimately speaking, if you feel like you want to do that to become closer with God or whatever your whatever your motive is or whatnot, then I guess that's ultimately you. But the thing is for the youth to force them into that, I do not agree with that. I don't agree with it, and I do not stand with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you should be forcing children into doing shit like that at all, to altering their minds, because then what is the difference of them? What's the difference between that and telling a kid that if they do something female, if they do something feminine, then they're females. Like that's kind of like that's more or less the way that I think that those are pretty much the same thing. Like it's not right. Kids are innocent and should stay that way 100%. And it should always be that way, and it should never not be that fucking way. That's how it should be. They shouldn't even think about sex, whatnot. They just do their own thing. And if they think about sex, bro, think about sex, whatever, bro. I was a fucked up kid. I thought about sex all the time, bro. I was introduced to it at a young age, which fucked me up. So let me see this right here. So as for the civil, so I wanted to talk about this one, dude. Right, this one is a super big thing. So the Civil Rights Act of 1964, bro. Let me go ahead and whip this shit out. I didn't add it to my shit. Boom, Civil Rights Act of 1954. So look at this. So here's pretty much the Civil Act of 19. And then it also title boom. Look at this. Here's something.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. What's up, bro? Welcome back.
All right, what just kept me to speed real quick. What are we looking at?
So we're talking about what the Civil Rights Act of 1964, Title 7. Okay, there was an interview with a guy from Fox, and one woman was saying how we need to ask for consent to change diapers. Bro, I saw that. What the fuck is that, bro?
Wait. Are we on the topic now? Are we on the other part now?
No, not yet. We're still talking about like what happened.
What LGBTQ was for and everything.
Yeah. Okay. What society's been doing in order to normalize that and not like make these people out to be fucking enemies and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay.
So ultimately, what the Title 7 of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, it protected. Since I was talking about the job discrimination earlier, it protects from that. It now includes employment discrimination against an individual. Damn, I can't read. An individual on the basis of sexual orientation or transgender status. In fact, there is something that we were going over earlier, right? Remember that crime thing that I was talking about? Hold on, give me a second. Let me fucking pull this up. What is it?
Yeah, it's that right there. Yeah,
No.
Crime Data Explorer.
This one. Remember the Bostock case where these people were fired for being gay or being transgender?
Oh yeah.
Look at
That
this.
protects them.
Yeah, 100%. And this happened in 2020. So the Supreme Court of the United States issued its landmark decision in the case, which held that the prohibition against sex discrimination in Title VII of the Civil Rights Act includes employment description or discrimination against an individual on the basis of sexual orientation or transgender status. So they already said, okay, bro, you literally just broke Title VII of the Civil Rights Act.
You broke federal law.
You just broke federal law. So you are fucked. You are fucked here, bro. You are fucked here, man. That's 100% like what that is. That's it. So this is put in place to defend these individuals' right to sexual fucking freedom on what they want to do, as long as it's correct, right? As long as they're not fucking an animal, fucking a child and shit like that. As long as per law what they're doing is correct. I haven't talked about John Money yet. No.
We're still on the topics of like what was LGBTQ standing for at the start, what it was, because as Dylan said earlier, all groups start as something before they become what they are today.
Yeah.
They all started somewhere, something good, something for the better.
That's 100% true. So, as you guys can see, for the most part, we have been fixing what's been going on in terms of the LGBTQ movement in the eyes of the U.S. government for the majority.
Which I personally think they should have never stepped into, to be honest. Like that, yeah, had these laws, but they when you start having those laws, they have every say so. You get what I'm saying? You open that door to bad stuff that's gonna happen. That we're gonna talk about next.
Yeah, but pretty much in the eyes of the U.S. government now, especially nowadays, discrimination against these individuals is unacceptable at all.
Even if you really can't even prove it, even if someone just goes and kind of just say, "Hey, I was discriminated against in this person, this happened."
Yeah,
that's the scary part, though. Like people can weaponize race, sex, everything. They can weaponize it to say, "Hey, if you fire me, I'm just gonna say you fired me because of this," and it might not even be true.
Yeah, and
there's some cases of that too.
Yeah,
hold on.
That's true. And on top of that, I mean, like ultimately, every time one of those allegations are undergone, then for the most part they're thrown under. I don't know why I said thrown, but for the most part they're under investigation. They become under investigation. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, not all of those times is fair. Some of them are not fair. Some of them are whatever. But ultimately, the thing is this, bro. Shit. Give me 1 second. Okay, cool. So that brings me to this. What the LGBTQ is now, guys. So we went what they stood for, what society has done to, more or less, but more or less allow them to fit normally within our society. And not have to worry about being punished for being different.
Now, if you want me to, I'll take over here a little bit because I'm more well versed in this. What it is today.
Yeah, if you want,
you were educating me in the first part. Now, what it is now, guys, like pushing the LGBT. Like I said this before. I kept over talking Dylan earlier when he talked about kids and the whole like Target thing, and not but like because it has nothing to do with children, but kind of like pushing it on everybody. The problem is pushing it on everybody, and especially the big problem, pushing it on children. That is never ever acceptable because, like I said earlier, children are very malleable, and I use that one study. And Z, help me out here a little bit. You got to go find this for me. We're looking at this. Children are very malleable in the way of this. A guy did a study. He took a kid or two. I'm pretty sure it was one, and he kept telling this boy, "Hey, your favorite color isn't purple anymore; it's red." He kept telling him that every single day until one day the kid was like, "Oh yeah, I do like red now. You're right." Now, why did he change his mind? You gotta think about that for a second. Dylan, why do you think he changed his mind? What do you think was going on in his head?
The reason is an adult. It's an adult, a higher figure to a child, right? Is saying something is wrong, so therefore it is wrong. That's all it takes. That's literally all it takes.
Talking about the children stuff, the YouTube kids. you gotta you can just look this up. What they've been pushing, like we can go on YouTube Kids and even see the stuff that they've been pushing to YouTube Kids. You gotta remember the age range of YouTube Kids is like what from what 5 to 10, which in my opinion, no 5-year-old should have a phone and should be just left alone their own devices on the internet because that just goes into so many bad things. We'll leave that for another day. But like pushing these ideals on children it should never be a thing. And man,
Yeah.
man, I don't want to say certain stuff because I like it can be looked as really bad, but like this is when I say fuck the LGBT community in my opinion. Because when you have people like Nick Merch saying, "Hey, stand up for the kids. Hey, leave our kids alone," like the Pride rally thing I was telling you about at the California school, the narrative was straight up this. The narrative was literally, hey, look at these mega Trump white supporters. When none of those people were mega Trump white supporters, they were all traditional Middle Eastern and like foreign families saying, "Hey, we don't want this on our kids." And you got to remember, they see it way differently. They're protecting their children. They're not there to take anti-LGBTQ. And I know I'm jumping around here, but the fact that that even becomes a thing when you say, "Hey, stand up for the kids," that makes you anti-LGBTQ. Come on, let's have some fucking common sense for a second, guys. How does that make you anti-LGBTQ when you say, and I quote, "Hey, leave kids alone"? Hey, stand up for our kids. Why is this being pushed on our kids? And when the government even comes in and say that we want to teach your kids this and you say no and they're trying to remove the kids from the homes now, like what is that? And man, this really pisses me off because I value children. I might be only 21 and I don't have any kids, but I have sisters and I have young sisters and I have young nieces and nephews, and they're trying to push that pedophilia shit and the LGBTQP. That's where you completely fucking lose me as a supporter of LGBTQ. That's when I say fuck that. And anybody who stands for LGBTQ, that's when I start thinking like I'm from South Africa and I'm starting to agree, hey, let's burn them. But I know that isn't right because I know not all of them stand for that. I have LGBTQ friends that don't fully agree with everything that's going on within the community. But where do we draw the line? Like, where do we draw the line?
Yeah. It's ultimately, especially just nowadays, look, take it for example. Take a look at this video, bro. Take a look at this 5-minute video real quick. Look at this shit.
Yeah.
A family can be made up in many different ways.
It's called SOGI, for Sexual Orientation and Gender Identification, a curriculum that teaches public school students across Canada to celebrate the homosexual lifestyle and that gender is fluid. In other words, your gender is not dependent on what parts you were born with, but rather what you feel like in the moment.
There's people that are boys, there's people that are girls. There are people whose gender might be a little bit of both or might even be neither.
Lessons include books about transgender children, such as 10,000 Dresses, and songs like The Rainbow Song.
Gender won't decide the choices we make. Some boys like dressing up, some girls like catching snakes.
The SOGI curriculum started in British Columbia in 2016 and is quickly spreading throughout Canada.
I just thought, who decided that this was okay to teach our children?
I agree with you, woman.
Inspirational speaker Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson is a leading voice against the SOGI curriculum.
And we are seeing the results of that now because some kids are reacting very emotionally and saying, and they're in fear. Will I suddenly struggle with feeling like a different gender inside of my body?
Carrie Simpson
Confusing
of Culture
children.
Guard, another leading opponent, calls the curriculum nothing short of child abuse.
All those beautiful qualities that make young girls, beautiful girls and women, are being basically vilified. The things that make our boys boys are being, taken from them. So things of equating young men to being strong protectors is something that's now evil.
But Morgan Auger, a transsexual and supporter, claims it's about acceptance, not indoctrination.
The idea is to teach kids that there are gay kids and there are trans kids and there are trans.
Look at this dude, bro.
In our society, and everybody's wanted and desired. After all, that's what our human rights code says, and it's the role of schools to teach the following of our laws, right?
Simpson disagrees, saying she sees SOGI's real goal as
altering our culture from a heteronormative society into one where anything goes, no boundaries, no values, no morals. It's a hedonistic cult, basically, what they're implying.
Another blaring example, drag queen story time. It's happening in Canada and America, where some public schools and libraries invite drag queens, some dressed like horned demons, to read to young children.
And it's a social deconstructionist agenda. They're using children, little 5-year-olds, to accomplish this. And parents are waking up and saying no.
When asked about parents' rights, Auger says,
well, actually, in Canada, parents' rights are limited and children's rights are put ahead. So the child has the right to be protected from the parents when the parents behave badly.
Canada is known as one of the most gay-friendly countries in the world, with many of their largest cities featuring their own gay villages, like here in Vancouver, which has literally rolled out the Rainbow Road. Most gays, like village resident Dave Davy DiCarlo, support Soji and limiting parental rights.
The change that we have to see is sometimes the parents.
Of course, this guy wants to. Hold on, I'm gonna pause it right here. Of course, this guy wants to limit the fucking parental rights so he can take advantage of these fucking children.
I'm gonna send you a video about the pedophilia and them normalizing, like the whole thing, and I hope you get what we're saying. Children, it's about children. It's about them normalizing what they're doing to children and making it okay.
Yeah.
It started in Canada. That stuff's gonna leak over here. But I'm gonna send you another video of kids recording what's going on in some U.S. schools behind the backs of the parents. Wow. Of them recording what's going on. Hold on, I'm getting on you all of this stuff, man.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna keep this shit running.
Yeah.
And the kids are doing actually really okay.
This is very.
Check Discord. I'm sending it.
Longtime Vancouver area pastor Kevin Kavanaugh says this is far more serious than most Canadian Christians realize.
Our problem is not the teachers, the educators, the administrators. This is a battle in the heavenlies.
He says Satan is going after their most vulnerable, the children.
And the little girl came home in tears because the teacher had told her, since she was playing with some toys in the class that were deemed to be masculine in nature, that she was likely a boy in a girl's body. The mother went to the school the very next day, and instead of having any sort of tolerance or support or understanding, she was actually called names. She was told that she was a homophobe, that she was a bigot.
With that in mind,
you hear that?
Tyler Thompson, Simpson, and Pastor Kevin are spreading their message across social
Do I hear
media.
What?
Did you hear that? Like this parent
Yep.
of of their child is saying, "Listen, I do not want my child learning about this shit, coming home and telling me she feels confused about this fucking bullshit." And then now, guess what? Now the parent, you're a bigot, you're a homophobe, you're an X, you're a Y, you're a Z, all at the same time. What the fuck is that?
My thing is this, right? The fact that they're going after children, and I can't stress this enough, they're going after children now to put this stuff. Because remember what I said before, they can't change the minds of everybody else, but what they can do is go to the next generation, get them as children, because children are very malleable, and you can change what they think. Look, this next video that's on screen right here, this minor attacking person, I'm basically real quick, minor intersexual, or whatever they want to call it now, means the normalization of pedophilia. They're trying to say that pedophilia is a sickness and we should help these people. Look, I'm sorry, but you lose me when you trying to normalize pedophilia. And this is the one time when I say those people deserve to be killed. If you are a pedophile and you think it is okay to take the innocence of a little child away, you deserve death. But that's just my opinion.
Miranda. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a licensed professional counselor and sex therapist. And today I want to talk about minor attracted persons. And I want to talk about minor attracted persons because they are probably the most vilified population of folks in our culture. And most folks are making incorrect assumptions about them without actually knowing much about them. And those assumptions create harm for an already marginalized population. You may have noticed that I'm using the term minor attracted persons, sometimes abbreviated to MAPS, instead of the more commonly used term pedophile.
Pause it, bro. Pause it. She's trying to cover up that she's fucking saying, and I quote, we shouldn't ostracize these people. It should be okay for them to be attracted to minors, and we should open up minors to be able to give consent. What the fuck did I just hear? Like, bro, wake up, bro. Wake up and see what she just said. does that not scare anybody? I'm not trying to be, the fear factor or trying to get loud for, like, bro, listen to what this bitch is saying. Dylan, do you hear what she just said? I'm sorry for my language changing me get loud now, but do you hear what she's saying and trying to make it fucking acceptable? We're not even halfway through it, and she said, oh yeah, I know I'm not using the term because that's the incorrect term of pedophilia. What?
Wow.
What?
Bro, that's fucked up. That's actually
Bro,
so
what?
fucking gross, bro.
This
That's
is
like
what
I like
LGBTQ is standing for now, bro. What the fuck?
yo.
Where are we gonna draw the line, bro? And the fact that when parents stand up, as you heard in the last video, she was called homophobic, she was called names. So you telling me when I say, hey, keep that pedophilia shit away from my kid, I'm homophobic now? Get the fuck out of my face with that shit, bro. This is when wars are gonna be started, bro. You don't fuck with children, you don't fuck with mama bears, bro, because you got shit like fuck. You don't fuck with daddy bear, bro. Man, just imagine this actually gets go across and pedophilia becomes like a thing where it's okay. I'm sorry, but I'm look, man, I see I can't even get my words out, bro. I would kill. I would fucking kill, bro.
Bro, I'm not gonna watch all of this, but where's the
Who are
We're gonna call them MAPS. Minor attracted
They're teaching this shit in
So
classes.
don't judge people just because they want to have sex with a 5-year-old.
So this right here is the pedo flag. The technical term of this flag is MAP, which stands for Minor Attracted Persons. Now,
listen, the only map that I'm ever going to need, the only map that the entire society is going to need is the map to find where this village of these individuals are located so we can have a mass fucking not a genocide.
Look,
sorry, that's the because
no,
these
call
people.
it
No.
what it is, bro.
No. Hold on.
Call it
I'm gonna
what
say.
the
I'm gonna
fuck
say
it
this. I'm gonna say this. Genocide would be applicable to human beings. These people are not human, bro.
You're right. They're fucking monsters. Bro, this is when people are like, hey, are they the devil? Because why the fuck are they trying to tell our children it's okay for pedophilia, bro? They're trying to brainwash these children at being like, oh yeah, pedophilia is okay. I'm sorry, but bro, that pisses me the fuck off. I've been around pedophiles. I've been around people that taking kids' innocence. Those motherfuckers are not sick and shit, bro. No, they are sick. They should be fucking killed. But they're not people we should say, let's have sympathy. No, bro, no. I'm not having sympathy for somebody who sits there and takes a fucking child's innocence away, bro. You are fucked in the head, and all these LGBTQ motherfuckers that's trying to normalize this shit should die too, bro. Because that's where you lose me. I was all in support of LGBTQ, but when you start putting this shit in front of me, I'm gonna look at you like, bro, where the fuck did common sense go? Where did common sense go, boys? I feel like it left the chat. I feel like it left us. It left a lot of us.
Yeah.
And that's why parents are starting to stand up and say, fuck this. I'm not an LGBTQ supporter anymore.
Yep. And then
People
this
are
ties
like,
back.
no.
Yep. This ties back exactly to the Bud Light, to the wokeism bullshit, to the fucking Target bullshit. People
Nick
standing
Merch,
up for this, bro.
Nick Merch
Yep.
is a main one, bro. He just had a kid. He sees, he's like, whoa, I don't want this in front of my kids.
No.
He was like, leave our kids alone. And you know what Call of Duty did? Took his bundle away, silenced them.
Yep.
And then
Silence.
and my thing is, right, so does Call of Duty and all these other places stand for pedophilia now? Is that what they're trying to say? Is that they stand for pedophiles? Because to me, that's what it fucking looks like.
Yeah.
When someone he didn't gay bash anybody. He didn't say anything bad about the gay community. He said, and I quote, "Leave our kids alone," and they try to silence him. What the fuck is that,
bro? I honestly, it's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous, and this ties back. This ties to a second thing, bro. Defending this disgusting act. Listen. They're trying to defend pedophilia. Listen to this, bro. Now, this is for another point, bro. This is what LGBT is now also. The media now giving the same amount of attention to a trans school shooter and also creating a narrative in which it happened because of how oppressed she was. How oppressed
bro, you know how many kids got bullied at school that
bro.
were shut up schools? No one talks about how bullied the kid was, but the fact that it was an LGBTQ person, now it's like that. My bad for speaking over you.
No, but 100%.
That just pisses me off, bro. It makes my blood boil. It pisses me the fuck off because that is not okay. You do not do that to children, bro. Put me in a room with some of these motherfuckers, dog. Like, for real. Like, that pisses me off, bro. I'm ready to use violence now.
Yeah.
That pisses me off.
Listen to this, bro. Listen to this. So she bought 7 firearms. Her name's Audrey Hale. I'm talking about Audrey Hale. And fuck no, I'm not going to be polite to the pronoun. Eat my dick, bitch. Fuck that. Anyways, she bought 7 fucking firearms. She was under doctor's care for emotional distress, and yet she was still able to buy this. What? Why was she still able to buy the weapons in the first place, guys? Like, what is this, man? Like, this is red flag number 1. She bought 7 firearms. There's also a manifesto about her going to other locations and shooting these places up as well. But the media doesn't want to. The media will share Nicholas Cruz's fucking manifesto and all of the shit that he has to say. But Audrey Hale, they're not gonna. They still to this day. I don't know about this to this day, but they still.
They haven't, bro. They haven't. I never heard about this until you guys talked about it.
They haven't talked about her manifesto yet, bro.
No, they're not going to. Look, I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but the narrative they're pushing is to hide that the LGBTQ is a radical fucking group now. What they stood for in the past is not what they stand for now. What they stand for now is trying to turn everybody into what they are and trying to push it in everybody's face. I've been saying this for a while. I was saying this back when they were trying to make Superman gay. And Spider-Man gay, trying to turn all of our superheroes gay, and if you didn't like it, you were homophobic. No, bro. What happened to you not liking something, you just not liking it? What happened to a movie failing because you tried to put your ideals in it, being on the creator and not the fucking consumer?
What?
Like what?
100%. It sounded like I said what, but 100 fucking percent. Watch this. Check this out. So here.
Yeah. It's an update from today's press conference. We've identified the shooter as Audrey Hale. 28-year-old female that lived in the Nashville area. We have investigations ongoing now at the residence on Brightwood Avenue, and we have made contact with the father that lived at that residence and are putting together more information.
Keep in mind that this bitch killed 3 kids. She killed 3 kids and 3 teachers. 3 kids, 3 adults. So I just wanted to say that.
Also determined there were maps drawn of the school in detail of surveillance, entry points, etc. We know and believe that entry was gained through shooting through one of the doors is how they actually got into the school. We will not wait. I was hoping this day would never ever come here in this city, but we would never wait to make entry and to go in and to stop a threat, especially when it deals with our children.
Guys, I don't know if I'm not gonna show it. I'm not gonna show it on stream. But if you guys type in a video, Audrey Hale, police shooting Audrey Hale. There's a video, bro. She got shot the fuck down, bro. That video was so satisfying. You see it it's a body cam video, and these cops, bro. God bless these brave ass men, bro. They came in like this. They came in like a wrecking ball, bro. Hannah Montana on these motherfuckers. But yo, they came in like this, bro. Tactical CQC, coming through, bro. Coming through, I don't know. I'm bobbing and weaving like I'm fighting. These they're coming in, right? All guns fucking armed and whatnot. They cut a corner. This bitch, I don't know why she's standing at a window. I guess she's just like thinking about what she just did, killing 3 kids and it's 6 people total. She's killing 6 people total, and she's standing at a window. These cops peek the corner. Bah, 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 bah! Light her ass up, bro. You see her, boom, drop. That's it. Then another cop, he's like, get your hand away from the gun. Boom, 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 boom. Shoots her even more. Stupid bitch, bro. I was thinking, honestly, if I was there, bro, that I would have gotten arrested there because I would have been continuously stomping on her fucking skull, bro. That's disgusting, bro. What the fuck is this shit? And you want to know the worst part about this, right? You want to know the worst part about this? Chat and fucking Peyton. I'm going to get emotional about this, bro, because she committed a hate crime. Do you know why? Because she went to a Christian school purposefully. She went to a Christian school murdering 3 Christian children and 3 Christian adults. It would be the same as a white supremacist going into an Islamic school and killing the Muslim children.
Or
that would be talked
exactly.
It would be talked about. It would be talked about as, if the white supremacist guy went in, oh, look at this hate crime. But since it is a fucking trans, the LGBTQ will put it in their fucking side. They're going to put it inside of their fucking pussy, bro, and hide it, bro. They're going to fucking...
See, Dylan,
dude,
you're
it's
starting
ridiculous.
to see it, bro.
It's fucking ridiculous.
You're starting to see the narrative. You see the narratives now, bro? The narratives that they're fucking pushing is that LGBTQ is all good and fine and nothing's wrong with it and everything else is bad. That's the narratives that's going on. That is the problem that I am myself is starting to have with this group. Because like I said before, I was all for them. But after I've seen a lot of this shit, and especially this whole year, bro, this whole year has been like, what the fuck? After COVID, I don't know what happened. People kind of lost their minds and kind of lost common sense. But it's just like, one group can do no wrong and this other group does nothing but wrong.
Yeah.
Mega Trump supporters are bad. They're bad. They're bad. This, bad, that.
Yeah, and it's not, and it's not like it's not like Trump supporters do all wrong or do all right. We're human beings. Some people do fucking weird shit on the right
but the
too.
fact you cover it up is a fucking problem.
And listen to this, dude. Listen to this. I'm gonna show you this video. Here's a fucking video, guys, of the teacher, one of her teachers who was in the school shooting herself, defending the school shooter. Look at this fucking bullshit, bro. Look at this fucking bullshit. Look at this. I don't even like TikTok, but look at this. I hate this. I hate this app. Look at this shit. Look at this.
People are defending and justifying the actions of the Nashville school shooter. One of her former teachers is not only trying to deflect the blame from the school shooter, but she's also trying to monetize off of the situation.
Suspect is a former student of mine. She was in my class for a couple of semesters, and it's just been really insane to be on the other side of this. They keep reporting in the news that 6 people were lost, and the thing that I really want to say is that 7 people were lost.
She murdered 6 people in cold blood, 3 of them innocent children. She doesn't deserve any respect, much less to be treated like a person.
Audrey Hale has been openly grieving on her Facebook account for the last year. And it was actually during her open grieving where she announced that she would like to be addressed as male and now wanted to be called Aiden. So I think that people tend to forget that in the South, people have easier access to than they do to proper mental health care or compassion.
You hear this?
And
why the fuck is she different, bro? Stop the video, bro. There's no point in letting her keep going. She's spreading bullshit because when those white boys go to those schools, when Columbine started, those kids were getting bullied. No one give a fuck about that. And I'm not defending Columbine at all. What I'm saying is that no one went on social media, no one went on the news, no one went fucking anywhere to say, oh, they were openly grieving about the bullying that was going on and the fact that they didn't like it, or the school shooting that happened in Virginia, that the kid that shot up because his mom was caring more about those kids. No one went and said anything and defended him on that. Why the fuck are you trying to defend this fucking faggot that's on here shooting children at a Christian school about how it's okay that she shot them now? Don't fucking defend that shit. Call it what it is, because y'all didn't do that shit in the past. That's the problem. But again, now somebody's gonna probably find this somewhere a couple years later trying to call me a bigot and an anti-gay and this and that. No, bro. No. It's because you weren't doing it. You didn't give the other people the same fucking courtesy when there wasn't no courtesy to give in the first place. These people are killers. It doesn't, bro.
And here's the worst part, bro.
Even when I say I want to kill pedophiles, it doesn't make me right.
No, not at all. And here's look at the fucking worst part. Look at what this guy does, bro. Sleepy fucking Joe, bro. Sleepy Joe. Look at this fucking piece of shit retard. Look at this guy.
Woman has shot dead 3 students and 3 adults at a Christian
Audrey Hale.
school. Now, news networks crossed to President Joe Biden, who was set to address the media on the tragedy, but instead they got this.
From the White House.
My name is Joe Biden.
What the
I'm
fuck?
Dr. Joe Biden's husband. And I ate Jenny's ice cream, chocolate chip.
The fuck are you talking about, bro?
I heard there was chocolate chip ice cream. By the way, I have a whole refrigerator full upstairs. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. God. Ben, how are you, pal? One of the best guys in the United States Congress, Ben Cardin.
Dude, the way that I see all of these people in this,
2024, baby.
Dude, the way that I see all of these people, I'm gonna have to zoom in on my face right here, bro. The way that I see, sorry that it's half, but The way that I see these fucking people, bro, in there is like this, bro. They're sitting there watching Joe Biden. Whatever he could say, whatever he says, he could say anything. It doesn't matter, bro. They're gonna just be like this, like this.
They have a narrative.
This is what these people will do, and this is scary to me. Think about it, bro. In there, after a mass fucking shooting happened, right? Killing 3 children, 3 adults, all of them Christian, a legitimate hate crime. This fucking stupid trans fucking bitch came in here and wanted to kill these fucking children and kill these adults. They're all Christian. Look, these people do this, right? Bro, what the fuck is this, bro? What's going on? What the fuck is that?
But when it's some normal, when it's just an everyday person that goes shoot up a school because they were getting bullied because they were getting talked about how fat they were or they were ugly or something, they don't get sympathized. There's no sympathy for them, and I'm not saying there should be, but it's just really fucking weird that an LGBTQ person does it, and now we hide it, and Joe Biden's fucking laughing on TV, not even fucking talking about it, bro. Like, what is going on? When are people gonna wake up and see that the government is pushing a fucking agenda now? There's an agenda to be pushed on this shit. Yeah. It's to normalize fucking gay shit. And look, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it's bad thing, but bro, what the fuck? Come on, we gotta wake up, America. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, 100%.
The pedophilia to this shit. Come on now. Is someone gonna wake up and knock on the glass and be like, okay, I kind of see now we're being put into a box. I want out now. And I think parents are the first to wake up. And the fact that anybody that goes against this being called a bigot or a hate speech or anything, that's a problem, and I will die on that hill till this day and say that's a fucking problem. We need to change it because it's weird. It's weird that it's okay.
Yeah, 100%. Here's and this, you wanna talk about the next one, about the next one that I have.
Yeah. Look, we spent a lot of time on the children thing. Yeah, we'll go
about the
yeah,
creating. You see that?
The bathroom thing and stuff like that, and
no, the one after it's creating. I don't want to say anymore.
Yeah. Okay,
you say,
yeah. So look, the alphabet, creating an infinite amount of genders that if you don't abide by it, you'll be demonetized. I mean, you'll be
demonized.
Demonized. Sorry, yeah. I'm sorry, bro. My mind is still racing off what we were just talking about.
Bro. No, 100%.
You will be demonized, although there are only 2 genders. Because look. I know that they like showing your gender and your sex are 2 different things and stuff like that, right? Isn't that what the thing they're pushing now? Like, oh, they're 2 completely different things. There's 2,000 plus genders. Look, I'm sorry. There's male and there's female. How they try to say don't use an inclusive language, use their pronouns, use their shit, bro. Look, when you say someone that is pregnant, why the fuck are you saying someone that is pregnant? Say a woman that is pregnant, because who gets pregnant? Women.
Only women.
When you have and look, I know there are some women out there that can't get pregnant, but at the end of the day, they were still born a woman. They were still born naturally with a fucking vagina. Again, keywords naturally. And I know I'm using the inclusive language, but we need to start having some common sense. It's not about your fucking feelings. It's about what's common sense. And as you said, what is fucking natural as a human being, what is naturally fucking done. Not what look, let's say we do start calling these people women and all this, right? But call it what it is, bro. You change your stuff. You weren't naturally born a woman. And they get offended from this. Why are you getting offended from facts? That's when stuff goes out of the window. My bad, bro. I know I'm fucking up my words right now, but bro, I'm just pissed from the last thing we talked about.
Yeah, bro. I know. I agree. I'm over here flicking fucking Z off, bro, because he just said, "Whoa, you can't say that men can get pregnant and women can make babies." Fuck out of here with that shit, bro.
Fuck out of here, bro. Bro, get out of here with that shit, dog. Because, bro, look, at the end of the day, let's say I get a sex change, right? Let's say Z, you come and impregnate me, bro. You come and push your semen in my ass or my fucking new pussy or something. What's gonna happen, right? Nothing. I don't have no goddamn ovaries. Ain't no fucking sack in my stomach that's gonna fucking form. I don't have no eggs. So what's gonna happen?
You know what's gonna happen? Arrested for sodomy. Get that shit out of here, you fucking gay motherfucker.
You nutted in my ass, bro. So we're both going to jail. Can I let you?
Yep.
That's
what's gonna happen. Yo, that's
this is what it is nowadays. It's throwing out facts, bro. I don't know if I forgot who it was, but somebody said what it is to be a woman. My problem is, and this goes with like all the gender shit. Like, look, why the fuck are we like? Because it doesn't really happen to men. I feel like the gender thing is kind of more towards women. They're trying to basically take the identity away from women, trying to tell them, hey, womanhood is everything. Womanhood, it doesn't matter. Anybody can be a woman. Anybody can go through woman. That's not the case. That's fucking false.
Yeah.
You're taking away what it is to be a woman. Why are you doing that to women? Just like a women's sports. I know I'm hopping off, but like, bro, these men come in here and beat these women at these sports, and we congratulate them for it, bro. They're in the top 400 tennis, top 400 men tennis players could come into the women's sports and become number one, just like that.
Yeah,
because
and
that's the big fucking disparity.
And that's
And the
that's
fact that
exactly yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, and that's actually just that's exactly one of my points as well on what LGBT is now.
It's basically removing common sense from what we already know. Like, I was all for LGBTQ, letting people be what they want, letting this. But when you remove common sense from anything and start trying to demonize people and put them down for saying, hey, what do you mean that person wasn't born a woman? That person isn't really a woman. They're just somebody fucking dressed up and masquerading as a fucking woman, because that's what it is. And before, we was accepting it, but now you're literally taking away what it means to be a woman. You're taking away things, and it's funny. This is a little joke. I know we shouldn't joke, but bro, at the end of the day, men dominate every sport, even women's sports now. If you think about it,
it's the truth. It's literally the truth now, bro. Because
men are better at women in everything now. Because we can come out and say that now because it's really being proven. We have niggas dressing up.
Bro, this is kick, bro. This is kick.
We have niggas dressing up as fucking women and going in these sports and be like, hey, I'm a woman, hee hee ha ha, and go beat the sport by a mile that no actual naturally born woman is gonna ever beat. Like, come on. We gotta have common sense. We gotta get common sense back into this world.
I know.
Come on now.
Dude,
does it not exist?
No, bro, not anymore. Not anymore, because guess what? Listen, in fact, I identify myself as a woman today, and you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna go compete in tennis. Did you know that?
Yeah, bro, and I bet you're gonna win a fucking ton of awards.
Hell no, bro. Even a fucking infant could beat me, bro. I can't play tennis with my life. But regardless, if I knew how to play, that would be free, bro. That would be free.
I know this gets off of that, but bro, there was a middle school or high school fucking soccer team that went and played a national
at college
fucking
college
team.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they got their asses whooped.
Yeah.
And then there was another one where it was a beer league. They fucking drink beer and play soccer on the side that beat a national women's team that played in the Olympics. What the fuck? Why are we taking common sense out of these things that have been proven time and time again? And I'm not saying women are shit. I'm saying that there's a reason that there's a women's basketball league and a men's basketball. There's a women's soccer league and a women's soccer league and a men's soccer league. There's a reason that there's a difference.
Yeah.
But again, we're gonna completely remove common sense and be my feelings. Z said, I identify as a fat black lesbian. Please only refer to me as that.
Shout out Piers Morgan.
Hey, yo, for real, bro.
That's nice. That's fucking hype. But look at this.
There's no more common sense anymore because we removed it from the playing field. And then when you start saying those things, you're a bigot. No, bro. I just have common sense, and I refuse to pander to these delusional things that you want me to believe in.
Yeah, these motherfuckers are trying to discredit the science and change the meaning of what a woman is, bro.
Bro, did you see they changed what? Bro, they've been changing so many things. They also changed what it means to be racially profiled now. To be racist, they can and change it so it fits the narrative they're trying to push. It has nothing to do. It has to do with your social standing and how much money you make now. When that's never been, bro. Go look it up. You pull it up on stream. Go look it up, bro. That's what they're trying to change this shit to, man. And I'm sorry for anybody that out there that don't like the language I'm using, but I'm just pissed now. From the pedophilia shit to children to trying to change to going after kids. My problem is going after children, man. And I'm sorry I'm getting pissed, but that is weird. And anybody else out there that's watching and that have children, just think for a second. Your child tells you, "Oh, today we got told that pedophilia is okay. We shouldn't look at them any different way because they're human beings too." What?
Here's something that I wanted to talk about. Or if you want to talk about, you can. I'll start it off. So
yeah, go ahead.
Pretty much, one thing that is unacceptable completely, and thankfully there was a state, I forgot what state, that recently banned this, but they did. But regardless, wanting to allow children to be able to make the decision to make gender-affirming care. And what gender-affirming care is, giving kids puberty blockers, mutating their physical appearance, and ultimately performing surgery on minor children. In what way is that okay, guys? A fucking kid doesn't a kid doesn't know how to take a fucking shower yet. A kid doesn't know how to properly fucking clean themselves. A kid can't even make the decision to drink alcohol. A kid can't even make the decision to consent to anything. So we're going to sit here and say and pretend that it's okay for a kid to mutilate their body because it's what they feel. Bro, I know when I was a kid.
And it's been proven time and time again that you literally, when you change your sex, when you get on those hormone blockers, you take that medicine, you change what's down there. They destroy their bodies.
Yep.
44% of people that go through the sex change and get on all that shit kill themselves.
Bro.
Why is that?
I'm going to say this ultimately. I'm going to say this ultimately too, bro. I literally, when I was a kid, bro, I thought I had superpowers. Bro. I thought I was able to move things with my mind and open doors with my mind,
too,
bro. What the fuck? Why is a person who thinks that they can move things with their mind and that's normal, or believes in fucking Santa Claus in the North Pole, bro, has the ability to destroy their body and fucking kill themselves in future, like to limit their maximum or to lower their cap of the age that they're going to live to. That's okay? How the fuck is that okay? If anything, it seems like nowadays, bro, it seems like our nation wants to be weakened by the inside out, bro. This is what it seems like.
They're going after children, man. Same with our army, man. Same with our army and those ads they're putting out, and then they wonder why nobody wants to join, because not everybody's that way. Stop trying to make it. Stop trying to. They're trying to normalize it in such a way where that children are joining in. But you got to remember, they go after children. They got everything. They get children on board. They got everything.
And speaking
Speaking
of this guy, bro. Speaking of children, look at this guy. John Money.
Oh, yeah,
so,
John
bro,
Money.
John Money. So pretty much,
he was the first.
He was the first person in the United States with the first clinic to ever perform sexual reassignment surgeries. And listen to this, guys. He decided to do his test on who? On who?
Children.
What age? A child. Let's see. He began. Hold on, I gotta fucking burp. He began. Look at this, guys. He ultimately wanted to use a child to fucking be a little science experience for science experiment. Fuck for him.
It's okay, bro.
Look at this shit. So ultimately speaking, a 1997 academic study criticized Money's work in many respects, particularly in regard to the involuntary, you guys. You know what that means? That means that you don't have any consent towards that. Involuntary. You don't volunteer for that. Sexual reassignment of David Raymer. And Money's sexual abuse of Raymer and his brother when they were young. Bro, listen to this shit. Look. Some of Money's sessions involved Money forcing the two children to perform sexual activities with each other, which Money then photographed. Bro.
Now, does that not sound like a fucking pedophile to you?
This was the first person to ever do this sexual reassignment surgery, guys. This was the first person to ever do this shit. And this is the things that he would do. Eventually, look at this. This is sad to see, bro. A fucking he lived as a science experiment. David Raymer had lived a troubled life, eventually committing suicide at 38, and his brother eventually died of an overdose at 36. Guys, dude. What the fuck is this? What is this? This is the first person that ever did that. And other people looked at him and said, "Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and take that. Let's go ahead and take that idea. Now that's a great idea because now I can make money. I can make a bunch of money off of people and what they feel as if they are, bro."
You also notice that it's experimentation. He even said back then it was experiment. Even today they're experimenting. They don't really know what the side effects are going to be in the next 20 fucking years that you're doing to your body. You're an experiment. Everybody that's in this right now, there isn't 40 plus years of science behind it. They're lying. There isn't. Because they did it back then and they were like, yo, stop. What are you doing? That isn't natural. It isn't right. You're destroying people's bodies. But again, these doctors lie and say, oh, yeah, it's okay. And some doctors refuse to even perform the surgery because they know that there is no science behind it. You're just doing it because you feel this way. Come on now. And especially the children, I don't care what adults do, but you don't go around forcing children and doing shit to children because children don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're not sentient enough.
That's true. That's exactly right. And I agree with 100% what you're saying, bro. If you want to be an adult and you want to do that shit, go ahead. That's fine. You're an adult. You have the ultimate decision ultimately of what you want to do, and you're able to pay for that shit yourself anyways, right? Yeah. But here's the thing. As a kid, I don't even feel like I need to speak on behalf of this anymore, bro. I'm going to continue with this. This last point, this last point, guys. This is the fucking stupidity that we're going to, guys. Listen to this, dude. Listen how fucking awesome this is. Listen how awesome this is, guys. The LGBT will allow men to be housed in female units just because he identifies himself as a woman. Now, there's two instances.
And wasn't there an article? Yeah, there was instances with that, right?
There's multiple instances, but I decided two. So there's one perfect example. Guys, guess what? His name is, let's see his name. He goes by Demi Minor right now, but then his name is Demetrius. Had a record for burglaries and at least one carjacking at gunpoint before brutally stabbing his foster father 27 times in 2011 at age 16. It was the worst murder that I've seen. One of the minor defense's lawyers in the 2011 told the Post there was blood everywhere, right? So, but Demetrius is now Demi. You see that? He turned into Demi, a transgendered woman activist fighting to return to a woman's prison after being removed from the state's lone facility for females in June when it was discovered that, I don't know why, it says she has, I don't understand that because women can't get other women pregnant. Discovered he had impregnated other 2 inmates. Bro.
Oh, wow.
You like that? He was locked up where he was the only person identifying as a female.
Who would have fucking thought?
Dude, guys, this guy literally got arrested, right? This guy got arrested at age 16 and saw the stupidity. I'm assuming, dude, I gotta hand it to him. This guy's fucking smart, bro. This guy's smart.
He is pretty smart, bro. He's got all the poon in the world.
Bro,
he's got all the poon in the world to get to.
That's exactly right, bro. He could hit that card and then call everybody a bigot or whatnot. Oh, I feel like I'm a woman today. Now if they don't put him inside of the female unit, dude, the entire fucking staff at Twitter, well, the old staff at Twitter and everyone on Twitter will fucking hound that entire jail in that entire county and call it, what the fuck is going on? Call that entire county pieces of shit, bigots, homophobes, transphobic, every fucking phobia in the world, bro. Even arachnophobia somehow will be thrown in that shit, bro. What the fuck is this? Dude, this guy decided, okay, let me use my intellect here. I could use this to my advantage. I'm a female. They'll put me in a female unit. Now I can fuck women, bro. Let's do it. That's ultimately what fucking happened. Second story that I wanted to talk about is another trans woman. But this one isn't so wonderful. This guy raped 2 women in female prison in Scotland. I know this isn't America, but this is regardless will still prove the fucking point. Guys, how many times does this have to occur before we all realize again that this isn't a fucking smart idea?
You got to remember, common sense is gone. Common sense is gone within everyday person. It's about your feelings. It isn't about common sense. It isn't about facts. It's about your feelings. It's about what your heart feels. It isn't about common sense. Just like the thing I said earlier about how black people vote. They vote with their hearts. This is what happens when you use your heart for everything. Shit like this happens because they're malicious intent. Use your fucking brain. Stop using your hearts for everything and use your fucking brain. What is this bad gateway?
I don't know. I'm trying to fucking refresh to see what the fuck is going on, bro. Hold on, let me hit this. Give me a second, chat. Give me a second. Bro, what the heck?
Can chat still see everything, though?
I have no idea. I can't even see. Whatever. I'm just going to keep it riding, bro. I don't give a fuck. So this last point that I have to bring up is this, dude. Trans woman guilty of raping 2 women and remanded in female prison in Scotland.
Jesus.
This is unacceptable.
Remember though, boys, this no, it's not unacceptable because this is correct. He wanted to be put there because he felt he was that. So whatever happened, it doesn't matter. It's about the feeling. We need to respect people. Yeah, bro. Yeah, respect. Yeah, respect him holding down women and forcibly forcing something inside of him. Yeah. Yeah.
That's honestly, I don't even want to I could link this shit in this kick chat, bro. Give me a second. I gotta fucking pull this up. Because I'm not sure exactly what the hell's going on with this kick chat.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go actually do some work here in a second too, because I've been at work this whole time, guys.
All right, unfortunately it's not working. But with that being said, guys, this was the last point that I wanted to bring up. And ultimately speaking, I wanted to leave this one question with you guys before I head out. So I'm gonna put this up. But why Why are things like this not covered on the media? Why are these things not covered on the media as much as something else, other things will be covered? Why is it when Trump gets indicted, that's more important than a person getting killed, a school shooter, specifically trans, or on top of that, a male fucking going inside of a fucking prison? I mean, I do understand that was a shitty example. I can't even lie to you. That was a horrible example. That's a horrible example. But I hope you guys understand my point.
What's a horrible example?
That why is Trump more in the Trump indict
But it's all fake again. Like, look, I don't want to get on the Trump shit because it's stupid. They've been trying to get my nigga for 7 years, and they have yet. But there's actual proof of Biden colliding and doing stuff under the scenes with the Mexican cartel, but they don't even publicize that. I bet you most people don't even know about that. But you know everything about Trump's life and all the documents he took home that he legally can take home because he was a president at one point. But again, we're just gonna ignore that for a minute, and we're just gonna go against. Like I said, the government is pushing an agenda, and they're doing a hell of a job at it because they're fucking pulling the veil over everybody Americans' heads. They're doing a pretty good job. You got to give it to them, bro. They're doing a very good job, bro.
As much as I don't want to admit it, you're right.
They're doing a hell of a good job, bro, because we're literally sitting here improving time and time again on all these things happening, but you never hear about it until you go and you look for it.
Yeah.
You go, but yet you can go on the news and see everything bad about what the right, bro. What? Half the time the narratives they push is the narrative they want you to hear. Again, just like with the school thing I just talked about. They were saying mega Trump supporters, but none of those people were mega Trump supporters. Those people were just parents there for their children, and none of them were even white. They were fucking Dominican and Colombian and Islamic and from other parts of the country. It's just wow.
And here's this last point, guys. This is the last point. I'm gonna wrap up. So, like I said earlier, why isn't the media covering this as much? And on top of that, these people's voices are louder. These 7.2 of America considers itself part of the LGBTQ.
Remember I said that 7%. Yep. It was 7.2.
I wanted to pull this up. 7.2. Yep. So these people have their own month, but guess what? The people that fight in our military, that die for us, that will allow us to sleep on our bread comfortably at night without a fucking care in the world, for our freedoms, putting themselves in harm's way. All of the veterans only have one day. Think about that, guys. With that being said, have a beautiful day. Peyton, it was wonderful having you on fucking stream, dude.
I hope to be on here again soon, man. It was nice talking about this, and I found it fun, man. I'd never done this really before. It was pretty tight, man. And everybody that's listening, I love Dylan, bro. This is fucking amazing.
Appreciate that, homie. With that being said, though, it was wonderful. Likewise, bro. I feel the exact same. And everyone who was here, hopefully I'm not talking to myself and it's not fucked up, but I don't give a shit if it is.
I feel like we are.
Fuck it, who cares? But ultimately speaking,
it's recording though.
Yeah. But ultimately speaking, chat, have a beautiful night, rest of your day, have a great weekend, and dude, take care, bro.